It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, October 19th, 2023. And we are coming to you live this morning. How's everybody doing?
Good.
All right.
Oh, man. I slept so solid and so good in one spot that my back is just killing me.
You hear that?
What do I hear? What do you hear? Hello?
Echo?
Yeah. Are those speakers on?
Hmm?
I don't think so. Hello?
Hello?
Is it gone?
No, you don't hear that?
Yeah, I do. What is that? Hello? Hello? Joe. It's something Joe's doing.
I'm saying it's coming from over there, Joe.
Joe.
Listen, it's coming from...
Hello? Joe? Are you
Yeah, it's not me.
You're right. It was me.
Mr.
we have a new piece of equipment over there. That's why Joe is a little confused. Plus, he's old.
There you go.
Yeah. There you go. I still hear it. Hello?
Turn it down, old man.
Well, it eliminates the female position on the show.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Burn.
No, it is.
She called you a bitch.
Ow.
It is just a video thing for better video. It's the way we're trying to eliminate Joe. Just have a better video on its own. Yeah.
It's a Carmin 3000.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Gio.
Mm-hmm.
So glad to see you. Welcome to the program. Dark chocolate. Thank you. Okay.
Just ran in from the stop sign.
All right.
Oh, by the way, I did. And I even videotaped it.
Oh.
I videotaped it because I knew you non-believers would be like, you can do it. Maybe my wife was like, I don't know. I didn't see the video. I go, oh, well, let me show you. And I pulled the video out and I showed it. She was like, oh.
You didn't
okay.
post the video, though.
I did not post a video. I did not post a video because I want everybody to believe that I didn't do it until we do the...
People are confused because you took a picture of the stop sign and you were near the stop sign.
Yeah.
So now people think that's the distance from where you were to the stop sign.
Yeah.
No,
and they're
no,
like,
no.
they can't go that far?
So I ran, I'll tell you the story. I ran out there, and then when I got to the stop sign, I was like, okay, cool. And on my way back, I go, I should probably take a picture. So I turned around and zoomed in a little bit. But it's so funny because my wife took my daughter to dance. Nobody was home, and I went, all right. And I tightened up my shoes, stretched my legs a little bit.
Yeah.
Went outside, walked to the end of the driveway, and then I went, all right.
Then you got in your
go.
car
No.
on your way to Starbucks.
No.
And snapped a picture of the stop sign.
I started doing a little brisk jog and took a couple of steps and going, and then the worst thing happened. Oh, I started videoing at the end of the driveway. I showed my house, I showed me, I showed everything, and I'm like, all right, perfect. I start going, and the worst thing happened. One of my neighbors came walking around the block towards me, and I went, oh, he's inside, and he's like, hey, the fat neighbor's jogging today. And I
got to get a better look at this.
then I don't know.
Influencer in the wild looking at
Yeah.
shit in the video of
Well,
himself.
I wasn't. Thankfully, I had the phone like just aimed like in my hand, so you could hear it that I was running. You could hear the heavy breathing and stomping. But he came and we passed, and I don't know the etiquette. Do we say hi to each other while we're running? And he goes, "How you doing?" I go, "Hey, okay." Cool.
Yeah.
And fellow joggers and runners.
Well, he was just walking to his
Oh.
house. I don't think he was exercising. And then I continued on my trek, and I thought, what are my neighbors thinking? They're all staring out. They're like, he's moving. So I don't really know what's going on. I will tell you that today, my back hurts a little. I don't know if it's from all the exercise or what. But no, I'm telling you right now, I'm so out of shape that my back hurts from sleeping. I slept in the same spot, and it just feels like somebody just knotted up the middle of my back.
Don't take this the wrong way. I don't believe anything you just said.
Oh, I have it on video.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Listen, I
Joe,
don't.
can you put the video up?
No. Save it for the real.
Save it? Why are we saving it?
I'm not giving you any of my. I'm not giving you any of my fuel. I'm not
All
letting
right.
you see any of my evidence. You when you're ready for the challenge, we will challenge it out.
The house, though, at the end of the stop sign, I don't think that's the house that's at the end of your street.
Oh no, that's the house across the street from the stop sign.
Are we sure? It
Oh,
doesn't-
I'm positive. Look,
doesn't look like it.
No. I'll tell you what happened. I got to the stop sign, and when I came back, I realized I should take a picture. So I turned around and I took a picture. The house across the street. What do you think? I just Googled random stop signs?
I think you were just in your car and you were at a stop sign.
I did not. I did not get in my car.
All right.
I can tell you that.
Okay. I can
Ooh, it's further than I
I
thought.
take you for your word.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
Let us see the video.
well, let's just do it. Let's just do the run.
Listen, I'm waiting for
Okay.
you, man.
All right.
When is it happening?
Let's go right now.
We'll try. I'm wearing flip flops.
Somebody, because we talked about who could go farther. Somebody suggested putting 2 treadmills side by side,
Yeah, that's
and then whoever stops.
yeah, but that's no good because it's actually easier on a treadmill.
It is.
Yeah, it's much more difficult being out on the road. And
I don't know, Galvin. When you're running on a treadmill, it sounds like I feel like it sounds like Beirut in the middle of. You just hear it, dum, 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 you know.
Have you ever seen them set the treadmill like the guy that just ran the Chicago Marathon, and he did it just over 2 hours? He's the guy that's trying to get under 2 hours for a full marathon,
Right.
which is crazy. But they set the treadmill at his pace for the entire 26 miles. I mean, you couldn't. I don't even know if you can get on that treadmill.
It's wild.
It's going so fast. It's
So he
unbelievable.
like sprints the whole thing.
Sprints the whole thing. He's doing 5-minute mile or less.
Holy cow!
Actually, less because he's doing 26 miles in 2 hours. I think he did it in just over 2 hours, so he's getting very close to beating it. They set up a track. He's a Nike-sponsored runner, and they set up a thing, and they were trying to get him to do under 2 hours. So he's trying to do it in the actual marathon.
I paid my daughter $5 to run upstairs one time. Just saying.
It's so funny because like even real runners, they set the treadmill and they go, this is what he's running at. And they're like, just running as fast as they can. Imagine doing that for 2 hours straight.
No
Because the
way.
treadmill kind of like pushes you a
It
little bit.
helps a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's so easy on a treadmill or anything, but it's different than out there on the
keeps the
street.
pace.
On the
I'm
streets.
I'm so uncoordinated. I don't like the treadmill. It makes me feel like I'm going to fall off.
Yeah.
Not even going fast. If I'm on the treadmill, I want to hold on while I'm doing it. It's really weird. Well, yeah. Peloton has it has one now where you can put your iPad up there and on your treadmill, and then they'll tell you what to do with the treadmill. They're like, all right, turn it up, raise the incline, all that stuff, just like they did with the bike. No, anybody ever rode a bike for exercise and knows how it hurts your taint while you're riding and all that stuff? Peloton was like, let's make it worse. Let's have somebody yell at you while they're doing it. It's when I come in the house sometimes and my wife is on the Peloton and I just hear screaming from the other room. It never sounds fun. And she always comes out happy, but I'm like, it sounds like somebody's mad at you.
Are those videos or live streams?
Some of them are live, some are video. You can go but you can get in a live class and do it
Right.
with the people. Or, Carmin, what my wife is so motivated for? A shout out. Like they'll give you a shout out. They're like, all right, Amanda is on her 200th ride today, and she's like, oh, I got a shout out. Who cares? I don't know why, but I guess that's a big deal to Peloton people. She really uses that thing a lot. Still, it's been 2 years and she still rides it. I'm very impressed with that. I have. She bought me one of those fight boxing punching bags.
Yeah.
Where you could do it's like a Peloton for punching bags, where you punch it and they give you your score and all that stuff. I never even use it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's not that I just forget that it's there sometimes. I don't have time for all that. But yeah, she actually uses it and loves it. So I'm glad. Pete bought a Peloton, and sold it in 2 months.
You see a lot of them for sale.
That's a good investment.
Yeah,
Online.
but it's stupid Pete, man. He buys a Peloton. I go, you're not going to like that. He goes, no, I like it. I ride. And then one day I went to his house. I go, where's your Peloton? He goes, I made $2,500.
Oh, he made money.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he sold it during the pandemic when nobody could find them. So he was like,
gotcha.
I got you.
You see them on like Facebook Marketplace and stuff a lot.
Yeah.
Dude, Pete put up a Ferrari yesterday. I don't even know how many different Ferraris there are. Like, Ferraris are obviously cool cars.
Yeah.
But good Lord, this thing looked like the Batmobile on steroids. And if you made it the cool, and then it's wrapped and this, I was like, God, I want
Yeah.
to win the Powerball so bad.
It's
so I can drive that 40 miles per hour around.
You know what's so funny is that I saw that Ferrari and I like it a lot. I mean, it's not a practical car.
No.
You wouldn't want to drive it anywhere. You wouldn't want to park it anywhere and leave it anywhere, but it's cool to have. But then I watched a guy last night who took a Dodge van and converted it into a van in which he lives in. And man, I spent an hour watching his videos. So he did a Dodge van, and in the back is the bed. Then in the middle is a little stove, and then he's got a little desk because he's a gamer and a YouTuber. And then he just does it so he can live out of it and travel. He's young. He's probably in his late 20s. And he's like, I'm going to Alaska, driving to Alaska through Canada. and he just stops at like Walmarts and truck stops. And he says his favorite thing to do is like in California, where you go like to Venice Beach or whatever, where you could park and spend the day there, but you can't park overnight. So he said he got a Dodge van instead of a Sprinter or one of those vans because, you can easily stealth park it on a street. He goes, if you look out and you see a Sprinter, you're like, what's that? But if you see the Dodge van, you're like, yeah, it's just a van. And man, I don't want, I just think it's cool. It wouldn't be me, but I just think it's cool that kids do that. They're like, I'm going to just want to see stuff and tour. He goes, I do my work from here. I could do it from anywhere. So they just do it on their laptop.
Yeah, especially a lot of people that are remote or do like the YouTube stuff, whatever. Yeah, you can make a ton of money doing that stuff and travel the entire world. That would be pretty cool.
I didn't know that Starlink, the Elon Musk internet thing that everybody thinks is aliens when they see the Starlink lights in the sky, the satellites. I didn't know that was available already.
Yeah.
I thought he was setting it up for the future.
My wife's cousin, he's in the Army, so he's traveling all around the place, and that's what he has.
They use Starlink?
He says it's awesome.
Yeah, well,
he said the speed is like second to none.
This guy has one, but he doesn't use it very often because it's expensive. He says it's $200 a month to use it the way he uses it. So he has 2 hotspots. Now I use the hotspot, and my Verizon hotspot works good. You can just take it with you, and it pretty much works anywhere. But man, I had one from Sprint. That thing is the biggest piece of garbage ever. I mean, you go under a tree, you can't get any signal.
He did say that you have to have like the little dish or whatever.
Yeah.
The receiver has to be shooting up at the sky.
It just, though, it looks like a little almost like an anchor for a boat, and only much smaller and lighter.
Like you can't go in a building and it's working. It's like it has to be shooting to the sky.
Right. So yeah, I mean, it's good if you're traveling, I guess.
Yeah,
if you're going anywhere.
They're never, he has a motorhome and he goes different places, whatever base he's staying at.
Yeah.
And then so he always has like full top speed internet in his camper.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Man. It's pretty awesome if you're doing a lot of camping and you're doing a lot of traveling. So, all right. Well, anyway, today is Thursday, which means this morning we'll have the open letter rewind. And then Martin Gramatica will be here, and we've got a surprise for Martin that we haven't even told you about yet. We kind of actually have talked about it before, but everything culminated together, and we're going full force this morning in the 8 o'clock hour with Martin when he gets here. Right, 8 o'clock is when Martin comes in. 9 o'clock.
I think so.
Forget about
I'll find
it.
out.
Yeah, it's too late. So we'll do that today, and it'll involve you people as well. So let's just pay attention to it, and we'll tell you about it when he gets here a little bit later on, and we will do our football picks.
Do you think Martin has caught wind of it at all?
No, I've been keeping it pretty much on the down low, and I've only told a couple people within the building and Charlie Belcher, because he's also a friend of Martin. So we'll do it like that. What is that? A deer? Oh, a deer in the ocean. Can you imagine? Oh, you know what I just thought of? I'm such a jerk off. There's a video of a deer in the ocean, and I thought, what if I was driving, on a boat, and I just saw a deer in the water? It would freak me out. But my Ring doorbell went off last night at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I looked at it, and it was a cat outside by my front door, and it looked a lot like my cat, but not enough for me to get up and go check on it.
Yeah.
With the little legs and everything?
I couldn't tell because it's an overhead shot. So, but it definitely is the same color as my cat.
Yeah.
I just feel like if it's my cat, it's my cat's fault for going outside.
Like if people don't know, you have a midget cat.
I don't. Yeah, I do. I have a dwarf cat that has tiny little legs, and it was when it was a baby, it was adorable, and now it just looks like it's trying to sneak up on you all the time.
Yeah.
The funniest thing ever was Ralphie May. Ralphie May was sitting in my house, high as can be, and he walked by and he goes, "Something wrong with that cat?" And I go, it's a dwarf cat. It's got small legs. And he goes, "Man, I knew something was up." He goes, "Every time I saw it, I thought that son of a bitch was creeping up on me." Oh, Ralphie's so funny. Oh, so 3 days in a row I tried to get a hold of Bert, and I couldn't get a hold of him. And last night I broke down and FaceTimed him, and he answered. And I goes, and then it clips, and he answers, and he's like this. He's smiling, and he just turns the phone, and it's Steve-O. He's with Steve-O, and Steve-O's like, "Hey!"
That's
cool. I go, my 2 second best friends. They were about to film 2 Bears, and Bert goes, "What's up? We're about to film 2 Bears." And I go, "I just want to talk to you because I'm very excited about this cruise." He goes, "Oh, so am I." And he goes, "All right, quiet. So, yeah, Joey, you fired up?
I am very fired up, Michael.
Did Spanish register yet?
I don't think so.
We're like
Carmin, you packing?
7 days, a week from today.
One time, Carmen and I went shopping for bathing suits, in the mall before Chad, and the thing was I would buy her a bathing suit if I could watch her try them on in the dressing room. Right? Remember
That's
that?
not
Carmen?
creepy.
No.
Right.
A lot of bosses do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally normal.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
A lot
I'm
of
just a guy who works with her.
coworkers do that.
So the truth is, we went successfully bathing suit shopping with no peeking in the dressing room, and it was a joke, and I did not do that. But I remember Tony calling me that day and going, because this was a long time ago, and Tony's like, "You can't do that." I go, "Tony, I didn't go in the dressing room with her. It was a joke. We were playing on it." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "But you shouldn't even be bathing suit shopping with her." And I go, "Why?" And he goes, "You're buying the girl who works for you bathing." I go, "It's not whatever." And he was right. I'm not with Carmen. Thankfully, Carmen's cool, but imagine in any other situation how bad that would be. Right. This was before all that.
Oh, yeah.
But also think if something happened and Carmen got mad at you, could easily be like,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
that time whenever he was buying me bathing suits, he came in and whipped it out.
But no, I didn't. I didn't even go in the store. Yeah.
How do we know?
Cameras. I didn't even go anywhere near. I didn't even go, "Hey, let me get." I didn't even go, "Let me get a peek at that.
Yeah.
Let me see what you got going on." I didn't do any of that.
Yeah, because the mall cameras are kept for 14 years.
Uh-huh.
He forced me to go to the store and parade in small bikinis.
Yeah.
He kept on
humiliating.
saying smaller, smaller.
Now let me see that tattoo. No, there was none of that. But
I fought back tears.
my whole point of bringing that up was that it would be impossible to take you on the cruise. Yeah. Oh, I was really just kidding. I wouldn't care. I would take you anyway. I mean, if you really wanted to go. I'm grossed out by Spanish now. Seriously, like, you remember that kid at school that had like really bad zits, and one was pussy and leaking, and then even though when he clears up by senior year, he cleared up a little bit, but you're like, "Oh, that's Pussy Pete. I don't want to be around him anymore." Like, I don't. Spanish is Pussy Pete now. I don't know. What's he look like, Joe? Does he look bad?
No. He look. I mean, I'm not getting that close to.
You see him every day, so you're used to it.
Yeah.
I envision Deadpool with the mask off.
Yeah. A lot of burnt skin.
Yeah. Like in RoboCop, that melting guy that got run over.
When I was a kid, I worked in a movie theater, and the way the movie theater was, it was a twin theater, so there were two equal theaters right next to you with the candy bar and the candy station in the middle, and upstairs was the projectionist. You actually had a reel that you'd have to put on the projection, and then he'd have to turn it on manually when the movie started, and when it was done, rewind them both and all that. And I don't know what they do now, but that's what this guy to do. And he had a projectionist union and all that. And his name was Val. And Val had a young daughter, and when his house caught fire, he went back in to save his daughter's life, and he got her out, and she was totally protected with no problems. He covered in burns probably 70% of his body. And it was awful because you could tell his arms were really bad because he constantly wore hand and arm gloves, like forearm gloves, but I think more for medical reasons, not like trying to hide it or anything. And his face was pretty badly burned, but was the sweetest, nicest guy. And I was 14, 15 when I worked there. And the first time you see it, you're like, yo. And then nobody gave me a heads up. They weren't like, hey, the guy that's coming in is burnt. And then when he came in, I was like, oh, okay. And then I talked to him like 2 or 3 times, and a couple of days went by. And then like by 2 weeks, I was like, oh, yeah, that's Val. Nobody cared. Like, he didn't even look weird anymore, Those poor burn victims, man, it's hard to look through and see the guy that used to be there, But if you didn't know them before and you just meet them now, it's like it's a couple of seconds before you're like, oh, okay, I get it.
And do you ask? Do you say, "Hey, what happened?" Do they want to talk about it? It's a weird situation. Are you both pretending like they don't have burns all over their body?
Yeah, it's weird because Val just moved about his day. He didn't say anything. I think it was probably, his daughter was probably about 11 or 12 years old, so it happened some time ago, and I think he was pretty comfortable with it. And I think the fact that he was a projectionist added to kind of like, the Quasimodo where he was up in the tower and nobody had to see him.
Keep him away from everyone, yeah.
No, it's the truth. Though. He came in before, he came in when the theater opened, then he left. He was the last one out. So I don't think that – I think that was probably a comfortable job for him because he didn't have to deal with people doing that. But I remember him just being the nicest guy ever. And I'd go upstairs and hang out with him sometimes at the projection booth. And he was, I had no. And when you're younger, you just think differently. You're a little bit ignorant about stuff. But this guy he looked fine. I don't know. I look at all these soldiers sometimes that come back that are so disfigured and burnt, and it's just a horrible situation. But they seem to get over it pretty quick. And once you get used to seeing it, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Well,
so you're saying Joe's just used to seeing Spanish all grown?
That's what I'm saying. That was the whole point. Yeah, that he sees them every day.
Remember last time we saw Spanish, like months ago?
Pustules.
He was his hair grow out,
Right.
his beard and everything. So I imagine he kind of looks like a homeless man now.
Oh, I
when,
think-
the hair
yeah.
just goes
Like Howard Hughes.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
in there with long fingernails and
in a dark room.
tissue boxes on his feet as shoes, and he's walking around all weird.
People really think he's in jail.
Yeah,
It's
lot of
hilarious. But I don't understand. No, let's just let him think he's in jail. Who
Well,
cares?
when we called him yesterday, he didn't answer. That did not help the case. The conspiracies and the Reddits did not. That really added to everything.
He'll call us, but Carmen, when he calls us, don't get the. You have a collect call
Yeah.
from Pinellas County Jail.
Yeah.
Don't get that on the air. I don't want everybody to know.
People were like, obviously he can't answer the phone or because he's locked up.
That's so funny. Good. I hope he gets locked up.
Yeah.
What are those things on TV?
I think those are those little sugar,
Sugar
things.
gliders.
Are they really? That's adorable. They kind of got rats' faces.
I don't know
but
if those are.
I think that's what my first thought was. We're watching Fox 13, and they got this guy playing with these little rodent-looking things. Anyway, Carmen, I watched a video the other day of Ursher. He was performing somewhere. It looked like it might have been Vegas. And he gave a shout out to Michael Jordan, who was in the crowd.
Oh, nice.
And Michael Jordan got a huge ovation, stood up and waved to everybody.
I'm surprised that Taylor Swift doesn't bump him from the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't.
Maybe they jumped him way too soon to have
She
him.
said no.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, remember in the beginning, she said she wouldn't want to play the Super Bowl. The pressure was all, and she's like, it didn't make sense.
That would be.
Hey, real quick, is Martin for sure 8 or 9 today?
He's always at 9, so I can find out.
Hold on 1 second.
I saw a video with Michael Jordan at a wedding, which is how cool to have Michael Jordan at your wedding. But then they started bringing out like bottle service, and they started playing "Serious" by Alan. What is it? What is his name? The huh?
Allen
no.
Iverson?
Is it Alan? Well, not Alan Holdsworth.
Alan.
The Bulls theme.
I know the thing that. That one?
No,
The
don't tell
intro
me. Don't
thing?
tell me
Alan
the-
Parsons Project.
Yeah.
Got it. I nailed it. But they started playing that, and he was like all happy
Yeah.
about it and stuff.
By far, one of the best. I mean, there's no other sports intro that can ever top that.
so great.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they said the one guy who did the announcing like brought it. He was like, "Hey, we should use this, whatever." And
Yeah.
that just, I mean, you get chills.
Iconic, yeah.
It's unbelievable, especially being there and the lights go down and they hit that, and
Yeah.
then it starts going around and stuff. And now, and you're like, "Oh my God, this is the greatest thing in the world!" Like, I'm surprised Jordan didn't get up and dunk on somebody at the wedding.
It's a Tuesday night mid-season game. It's so great.
Oh, this is the best night of my life. We're gonna live forever.
Sorry, we got something good's happening.
All right.
I'll tell you here during the break. It's all coming together. I know you don't like me to talk about my dreams,
I
so
don't.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
I had a dream about Jerry Rice
What?
last
No,
night.
I mean, you just said it, and then you did it.
In real life, I was at the Radio Row one time, and Jerry Rice was doing a TV interview in a room. It was just him and a lady, and he was talking into a camera, and he was remote somewhere or whatever. So I waited out there, and then I went in the room, and it was just me and Jerry Rice, and I put him on the phone with Scott Brantley, who was working at the radio station at the time, and he did the interview. And when we were done, ESPN was on in the background, and Randy Moss was on there, and Randy Moss was saying, at the time with the Vikings, saying that he will go down as the greatest receiver of all time. And Jerry Rice put the phone on and he goes, "Someone better tell that kid to slow his roll." And I started laughing about it. And I mean, Jerry was very, very angry by it. Not angry, but like very annoyed by this kid's being so pompous, And I'll never forget that. And then last night I had a dream, and it just recreated the dream. I don't know. It's so weird. Dreams are so. I don't know.
It's interesting.
I keep trying. I feel like you don't really mean that.
Did you dream you ran to the stop sign? Is that how that happened?
Oh, Oh.
Wow.
You know what? I don't know why I come in here for this abuse every day. We getting breakfast today?
Yeah.
We're not.
Your
Even Stevens.
face, Gio.
I kind of want something.
That'd be nice.
What if I get breakfast and I put it at the stop sign and you have to run to it? Whoever
down.
can get to it first gets biscuits and gravy.
I am ready to go whenever he is.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's set it up. We'll get it done.
Do we want to make a wager?
What do we got
Well,
tomorrow? Why don't we plan tomorrow, Friday,
but
going into the weekend? That way you can recoup and do all that stuff. Tomorrow,
Well, Are we doing stop sign or distance? Because originally I said he would stop before me.
right.
No. But that's the thing. If we do what are we doing? Stop sign or who can go further?
Do you want to do stop sign first and then do distance? Or, let's see if you can get to the stop sign.
I know I can get to the stop sign without stopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know Gio's endurance level, but after yesterday running to the stop sign, I'm doubting my.
Oh, wow.
But I don't know. I feel like Gio's also terrible.
Yeah.
You're right, Schmidt,
Pretty
right?
safe
Listen,
bet.
I mean, you're
I'm not great, but I know I'm better than you.
Oh,
You're,
wow.
You're saying you don't know his endurance level, and I'm saying we can ballpark it.
How about we just fist fight?
The small ballpark.
How about we just go to Hooters and get some chicken wings?
All right. I mean, cheers. Let's do that.
And we'll park in the back of the parking lot, walk the whole parking lot.
What do you have to do? Do you have to leave immediately after the show or no?
Today? No.
Okay.
I
let's-
do.
Oh, what do you
I
got?
have an appointment today,
Yeah.
right after the show.
It's all right. Listen,
Just
there's no
telling
rush.
you.
What about tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'm free.
Gio?
Yeah.
All right. So tomorrow after the show, and we'll video it and do all that stuff, and we'll reveal on Monday.
Okay.
And you guys will go for distance. You'll start at the same time.
Well, no. Let me just say, yesterday, after running for the first time in a long time, I wonder if I could do that. Like, I'm second guessing that, but I don't know Gio's endurance.
You know what
either,
you
so.
did? So my dad ran the Chicago Marathon because a buddy
When?
of his.
How long ago?
When
Okay.
he was in his 50s, 60s, somewhere around there. Yeah, I guess late 50s. But a buddy of his wanted to run it, and my dad was running, and then he trained for it and did it. My dad, so it's 26.2 miles for the marathon. And when you build up, there's plans that they have. And a lot of times it's usually 16, maybe 18 will be your longest run,
Okay.
that you do. Because if you can run 18, you can do 26. It's mindset, all that type of stuff. My dad
That's how I feel.
My dad did not realize this. I don't think he knew the training plan, all that type of stuff. So I think the day or two before the marathon, he ran 24 miles. He was like, I want to make sure I can do it.
Get a feel for it.
Yeah, but then he ran and still did the full marathon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was he not exhausted? Like his legs were.
I mean, it was a different time. This is also
Your dad was Daddy Goggins before Goggins.
He also, this was in Chicago, and he would run in like full, like a snowsuit and a ski mask, and come home with ice on the ski
wow.
mask and stuff. Run in the middle of winter. Yeah,
Boy,
it was
I'll
crazy.
tell you, if you want to know the key to a successful older life, running might be it, because your dad is in great shape.
I think that put a lot of years on him, extra years, and kept him healthy for sure, because he was not in the greatest shape whenever we were younger. And I think he was in his 40s when he started walking around the neighborhood and then started running and doing that stuff. But I remember he would be like leftover king. He would just, what's the leftovers? Yum, 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 and just eat all the leftovers and stuff. And he was out of shape. And and then he started.
Leftover king.
He really was.
That's a title I once held.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. If I look in the refrigerator and there's a styrofoam container in there, especially, it sucks because it's never good because it's been in the refrigerator. But if I come home and there's leftover sushi, that makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, let's get this day going. I'll tell you guys what's going on here during the break, because something good just happened. Do I need the? No. All right, I got to handle this too. No.
So tomorrow after the show, you guys are.
Yeah.
What's tomorrow? Friday?
Tomorrow's Friday.
That's right.
I'm stretching. No, it's happening.
Yeah, stretch
It's
it.
happening. I'm
Wear
stretching
proper
out.
shoes.
So I'm
You may want to bring some shorts.
I'm racing him to the stop sign and back.
No,
No,
you're going
just to-
distance.
Hey, Gowie, can I borrow your nipple wax?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't like to
I
get
can
my
bring
nipple.
some body glide for
I
you
don't
guys.
want my nipples to chafe as I'm.
Do we have a
as I'm
wager
chasing
on this?
Gio.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
you-
figure out what the wager is.
Yeah.
$2,000.
Oh.
Well, you really think you can do this? My problem is I don't think you have the $2,000, or else I'd put it up.
Well,
Why don't you put 1,000? I'll put 1,000. We'll put it out in the street, and whoever runs to it gets to keep it. Well, every time we get close, Joe will move it back a couple of feet until one of us passes
Joe and I
out.
will be on the
Right.
golf cart with it. We'll hold it out on a stick
Right.
in front of you.
Right. Whoever's still going will get it. We'll figure that out later.
yeah.
Let's take a break. We come back. We'll hit open letter rewind. Then we'll do some Sporcle. Martine will be here in the 9 o'clock hour. You sure it's 9 o'clock and not 8 o'clock? I keep thinking it's 8 o'clock.
No, he's always 9.
So confused.
I can move him up or see if he can move
we're
up.
fine. We're fine. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. It is 6:50 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. This is Jason Beeler. Him and Jeff Scott Soto are going to be in Lakeland this weekend. I will be in South Florida seeing his mortal enemy, Matt Kramer, from Saigon Kick.
Does Jason know this yet or no?
No, I don't think so. So one time I was going through my pictures. So when Saigon Kick reformed and they played the State Theater, we played at Janus around the corner at the same time. And when we were done, I ran over to the State Theater to see if I can catch the last couple of minutes of the show. And then I took a picture with Matt and a picture with Jason, and it came up in my time hop. And I put the picture of me and Matt up there, and Jason texted me. He goes, "I knew you liked him better." So they're definitely he's the funnier of the two. Matt takes things very seriously, but I don't know. I wish I could get to the bottom of really what went wrong there, because Matt believes Jason stole everything, and Jason's like, "I have nothing." He's like, "Where is my luxury? Where is my millions? I don't have anything." So, but I don't really understand. But I'm happy that the two of them are making music, even if it's not together. We'll see one time. In the meantime, we have people making music all over the Tampa Bay area. You son of a bitch.
Me.
I found out yesterday that there is a concert coming that they did not want to tell me about it because they were afraid that I would say something on the air, and they told me that they told you and that you agreed not to say it. to
Do
me.
say.
I don't want to say. I don't want to. I'll tell you off the air.
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about?
No. Maybe.
Oh.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's how I promised I wouldn't say anything, and I won't. There you go. Not even giving you any hints. However, we do have other stuff, Carmen. What do we have? You know what you don't have? The 1975, because that was last night. What? All right. If you win those tickets, you will go to the game tonight. If not, you can listen to it right here on this very radio station, the home for your Tampa Bay Lightning, 102.5 The Bone. Let's do a little Sporcle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporcle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today? Okay.
All right.
You're giving us what, the first name? Okay.
All right. Garfunkel.
Carter.
Oh, I know it. I think I know it.
Art.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Is it Neville? Yeah.
That's Aaron and Art. Okay, I get it now.
All right.
Yeah.
So they're all everyone's brothers? Oh.
They're in the family.
All right.
Got it.
All right.
All right.
Manilow.
Bee Gees.
Gibbs.
Oh, you need the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah, I said Gibbs.
Well,
I already guessed, so.
and I would give it to him. They're plural. They're Gibbs.
I'm saying they're
the Gibbs.
I know. Okay.
I vote yes.
Yes.
We make the rules as we go.
Ah, here we go. All right. Galvin gets the point.
All right. Thank you.
Cyrus's.
Dylan. Sinatra. Simpson.
Lennon.
Gio.
Iglesias. Carpenter.
Jonas. Calvin's so aggressive. It makes me nervous. I feel like I have PTSD. I'm like, why don't you?
You gave him one, and now this is what you
I
get.
know.
All right.
And he goes on a tear.
And I have a streak.
Spanish is not on the board. He's got 0. Gio, 1 point. Michael with 3. And Galvin is your leader by 2. He's got 5.
Ooh. Here I come. Boone.
Marcellus.
Judge.
Galvin.
You jerk off. Sinatra. We already said that. Idiot.
Zappa. Hayes.
Newton Hayes. Oh,
Hanson.
Bop.
Yeah.
Bop, bop,
I almost said
bop.
Mbop is the answer. Is their last name Mbop? Yeah.
Cash.
Jackson.
Campbell.
Damn it. Wait, all said Campbell.
Yeah, that's weird.
Judd.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think there's other Campbells.
Cole.
Yeah.
Everly.
Martin.
Nelson.
Allen.
Guthrie.
Oh, these are music. I'm an idiot.
Oh, boy.
Gio with the still with that solitary single point, and Michael and Galvin are both tied.
Oh.
They have 9.
There we go.
Wilson.
Marley.
I almost said Stardust. All right, so we're tied.
We're tied at 10.
So I'm
All
out.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give it to him.
Yeah.
Osmond.
Yeah. The whole time I was waiting for Gallagher.
So the whole time I was waiting for Partridge.
Well, they're not a real family.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
No. What are their names?
Cassidy and Shirley. What's
Well,
your
they
face?
wound up being, but they were. She wasn't a Cassidy.
Yeah.
She wound up being a stepmom.
I don't know why I was waiting for that.
Yeah, that
That's
doesn't
not right.
make sense.
I didn't know what we were doing.
Clearly, yeah.
It shows, Gio. Final score, Spanish with 0. Gio beating that with 1 point. Galvin with 10. And Michael is your triumphant champion.
Nice little
He
come
won
from
with
behind.
11.
Ugh.
Thank you, everybody. That's 2 in a
Oh,
row.
Yeah.
Just letting you know now.
All right.
Your totals: I have 178. Galvin has 42.
And we tied.
Gio has 6.
Not even-
Technically, we tied yesterday. So
No, we didn't.
yeah, remember?
No.
Yeah, because that was taken away from me. There's an
Wasn't-
asterisk on
wasn't
that one.
technically, that was in your head. All right. Well, there you go. Congratulations to line 8. Let me see who line 8 is, Carmen. Hi, who is this? Hi, Joel. You are the winner. Yeah. Hold on a second. Thank you. Carmen will get to you in a second. We'll find out what you want.
Carmen, you didn't say the other prize that we have. If anybody wants to be like Mike and Gio and go for
Yeah,
a run on
big runners.
Saturday, the Tampa Bay Lightning have the Bolt Run happening on Saturday. And we have some,
you know what? I'm going to take one of those.
Yeah, we have some free
I'm
entries.
out of town this weekend. If I was out of town, I'd
Yeah.
run straight
Wow.
from the stop sign to the
Yeah.
Bolt Run.
Yeah.
You running in it?
I am not. I am emceeing it.
Okay,
though.
and how far is it?
They have different ones. They have a mile. They have a 5K. They
a
have
mile?
Yeah, they have a walk. You can walk it if you want to. Family friendly. You know,
Okay.
so everybody just come down there. And then I think there's a deal. The people that enter get a ticket to one of the Lightning games later on in the season, and it's a bunch of different stuff. And plus, it's cool, and you never know who's going to show up.
That's true.
Never know who's going to show up.
Can I just tell you that I had to go. My wife was like, "Will you take me to this walk for cancer?" And I go, "Yeah, but I'm not walking. I'll go down there with you, and I'm not walking." Then we got there, and everybody was walking, and I'd be the only one just sitting there. I'm like, "I'll walk with you."
Mm-hmm.
But it ended up being a beautiful day. It wasn't hot, and we just walked around the park. And when it was over, I felt fantastic. I'm like, I'm so glad I walked.
Yeah.
So a walk is as good as a run.
So they have the 5 mile, the 5K, or 1 mile family fun run.
Yeah, do the 1 mile.
Yeah.
Do the 1 mile. 1 mile is a lot longer than you think it is. Walk it. When you're done, you'll feel great. What do we have coming up in news there, Walkie?
Coming up in news today, Johnny isn't here, meme prison, and dropping drugs.
Ooh, you don't want to do that. That's what
Yeah,
Spanish did. That's what got him put in jail.
Maybe-
What? Oh my God! Did I say that he's in jail?
Violation.
I say we keep that rumor going. Just as
Add
ever.
to it.
Yeah, just start saying.
All right.
We'll accidentally slip. Well, when Spanish gets out of jail, I mean, when he's feeling better. Yeah.
He's in camp.
I'll start responding to all the DMs I'm getting.
Okay.
Instead of
Are you
just
getting DMs?
leaving
Really?
them unread? Yeah.
I love it. People message me, "What's really going on in Spanish?" Oh, well, let me tell you a person I don't know. Let me get into it.
Yeah.
What's going on with you? I don't care.
A lot of under oath questions yesterday about that. But we said on the air that he's not locked up.
Yeah, I don't. It's funny because if Spanish was in jail, I'd be like, Spanish is in jail. He's 5'8". His name is Anthony. He's got long curly hair, and he hates black people and Jews. Go beat him up. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
People don't want to look it up. They just want to say.
They just wanted a
Yeah.
secret conspiracy jail.
Plus, we'd all donate to his commissary account if he was.
I am.
Get him some honey buns.
Yeah, for sure. I'd also donate to other people's commissary accounts around him so that they would abuse him in prison.
Honey buns, pack of smokes.
Uh-huh.
That's his nickname in jail.
Honey buns.
Yeah.
Hot. I went to Outback Steakhouse for lunch
Ooh,
yesterday.
love it. Love it.
I have to tell you, they make a blue cheese chopped salad. I would eat that with a human hand on it.
Yeah.
It's so good. Although I got my salad dressing on the side, and I never actually saw it before. Do you have any idea what it looks like? It's a blue cheese vinaigrette. So I guess they mixed the vinaigrette with the
Purple?
blue cheese. Not purple. Kind of look like if you squeeze a zit and and it's infected.
A
'cause
pustule.
Dude, it came out like it was like a shot glass full of arm pus, and it was delicious.
Oh.
It's delicious. It just looks weird. You know, it looks like they were about to spackle some bricks with it, but it was delicious. I haven't had Outback in a long time.
No bloomin' onion.
No, dude, fatty's on a diet. No bloomin' onion for me. I don't even know if I was allowed to eat all that dressing. I couldn't stop. It was delicious.
They do something now with like the bloomin' onion. I think they do like bloomin' onion chicken, or like they do it
Yeah.
like they do the onion, but they do the chicken
All
in
right,
that.
I'm
Yeah.
mad at that.
Yeah.
Man, remember when Outback first opened? It was like the world has changed. We have Australian food here now. Meanwhile, in Australia, they've never had a bloomin' onion ever. They have no idea.
Yeah,
We
no.
don't even eat onions. That was an excellent Australian accent.
Yeah.
It's mainly that sauce they give you with the onion, bloomin' onion. I think
Yeah.
is what makes it.
But you know what though? A nice little fried onion is pretty delicious. I mean,
Yeah.
it's basically an onion ring. You know, it's an Australian onion ring, right? There you go. Well, to all this talking to Jason Ellis has made me nail my Australian accent. Carnival of Combat's picking up a little steam now. That's happening in November 4th at the what's that place called in St. Petersburg where Bobby shot his special.
Coastal Creative.
Coastal Creative. God, it took me a second. Coastal Creative. It's inside now. I think it's going to be a really fun time. I'm going because I want to see the chaos. I'm standing in the upper balcony. I'm watching everything from above because I don't want to be in general population with you weirdos. But seriously, it's happening November 4th, and Luis Gomez, Jason Ellis, all those guys will be down there. They'll be fighting, and it'll be a whole night. Basically, it's the Punch Out with guys that you're just meeting if you don't know their podcast already. So you can Google Carnival of Combat and get your tickets there, and we'll see you out there. We'll take a break. News is next on 102.5 The Bone. 7:14 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. 727-579-1025. 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. If you want to be part of the show, Superheat and Air, that is who you call when you need your heating and AC taken care of. And I'm talking about before the season starts. Although, I don't know, yesterday was winter season. Today is summer season. It's unbelievable how back and forth it goes. And maybe that's not so great for your AC. I don't know. But you might want to have it checked out. If you haven't in a while, have them come out and do the clean and tune on your unit. I saw in prep today, when are we turning the clocks back? When does that happen?
First week in November.
I love it. You didn't like it?
No, I don't like when it gets dark at like 6.
I do.
Yeah.
I need it to be nighttime right away. I like it dark. I like to sit outside and watch TV outside when it's dark out.
Yeah, I like to have some time in the evening.
Yeah, but you do stuff you probably go to your kids' functions and all that stuff. Well, anyway, if you would like to get your AC checked out before the heat is predominantly used, believe it or not, we will use it. Call Superheat and Air today. They can come out and do a clean and tune on your unit. And if you need a new unit, I don't know why you're putting it off. If you're not firing at all cylinders, maybe your electric bill is higher than normal because you're not running at peak accuracy. What you need to do, is it even right word, peak accuracy? You're not shooting anything. I don't know. I'm making this up as I go along.
Peak efficiency?
Efficiency, that's what I wanted. If you need a new unit, though, this is the facts. No interest, no payments for 18 months. You can go to superheatandair.com, give them a call, and have them come out and install your unit today, and you don't have to pay for it for 18 months. No interest, no payments. Superheatandair.com. What else? There was something else I wanted to tell you about. I was very excited, Joe, talking to Bert yesterday.
Oh, Michael. I'm also very excited.
I talked to Bert. Bert told me, he goes, yeah, I'm talking to Steve-O. You guys got matching, how does he say it? It doesn't say tattoos. Tattoos.
Tattoo.
You guys got matching tattoos. I wanted to punch him right in his teeth.
He likes to do that, man. He likes to do that.
I try to ignore it because I know he wants to get it out of me, but I just let it go. I go, yeah, we got matching tattoos.
Yeah.
I said, you know why, Bert? Because he's a real friend. He answers the phone when I call.
Oh. Burn.
Anyway, time to check in with Galvin. He has today's tattoo news. What do we have in news today, Galvin?
I was just thinking about this. I'm going to make a call over to my friends at Pelts and see if we can get them to sponsor you guys' race.
Oh, nice, some nice running shoes.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go get our feet measured.
Right.
100%.
Coach
Get all
Matt hit me
prepared.
up. He's doing a strength and conditioning and stretching. He can stretch me too before
Stretch
the
it.
thing. Not
Stretch
you.
it out. Yeah.
Not you. He didn't offer to stretch you.
That's fine.
News is brought to you by Pelts Shoes. Pelts has their new loyalty program going on at all the different stores and online as well. It's the Pelts Perks program. You're going to save yourself some money. You know how you can go in there and whisper my name, Galvin? Well, now when you do that, you're going to get $5 off your first purchase, and you're going to get 25 points automatically deposited into your Pelts Perks account. So you can use those points you can redeem for cash for your next purchase. So stop into Pelts Shoes, get some new shoes, run to the stop sign, save yourself some money, and get in on the Pelts Perks program. Pelts Shoes, get them at Pelts. So the U.S. will send $100 million in aid for humanitarian assistance to civilians at Gaza and the West Bank. President Joe Biden said on Wednesday, this money will support more than 1 million displaced and conflict-affected by Palestinians, including emergency needs in Gaza. The announcement comes after a massive blast rocked Gaza City hospital Tuesday, killing hundreds of people. Hamas blamed the explosion on Israel, while the Israeli military said the hospital was hit by a rocket misfired by Palestinian militants. Biden has so far sided with Israeli officials, telling Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu that the attack appeared to be carried out by, quote, the other team.
Well, I mean, I don't believe any of it. I don't believe any of it. I believe that they're firing back, and they're doing the same thing that Hamas is doing, because you have to fight fire with fire. They just don't want to look like jerk-offs.
Do you know Hamas came out and said, our rockets can't even do that. They can't even do that big of an explosion. We're making it out of plastic and other stuff that we found, old materials. So Governor Ron DeSantis is saying, hey, hold up. We don't want to give all this taxpayer money, the $100 million, to the aid and stuff, because it's going to go to Hamas. Hamas is going to get it. Like, what are we doing? Why are we giving
Well,
this
we're
stuff?
giving it to Israel. Why would it go to Hamas?
Because they're going to take it, is what he's saying. You know, whenever a lot of times we try and give aid to different countries, and whoever's in charge just intercepts it and gets that stuff.
I'll be honest, I don't understand a lot of it. I really don't. I keep trying to understand why they don't like each other in the first place. I know the story. I just don't. I can't imagine that anything is worth all this unnecessary violence and death on either side.
Well, no, and
Now,
I think that's the big takeaway is regardless of, what the problems are, murdering innocent people isn't solving anything.
But
it's making it worse for
if
everyone.
you got to fight fire with fire, you have no choice. I mean, if they're coming in there blowing buildings up, well, the only way to do it, you can't just go, hey, don't do that. You have to blow up their buildings. And it's
if
just
you
never ending.
And if you think for 1 second that the U.S. hasn't killed innocent people, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we're over here going, oh, we're going to help everybody and be the good guy. Look around the world. We're not the greatest when it comes to war.
I mean, that's the way to win is to fight dirty. War is dirty. And people used to always tell me, I always joke around, they're like, I'll pick up this chair and hit you with it. And they go, oh, you're a dirty fighter. Fighting's dirty.
Yeah.
If you're going to win the fight, you're not getting points. You're looking to see who walks away.
Back in the day, if you kick somebody during a fight, they're like, hey, no kicking, whatever. Now, MMA, everybody kicks. It's like, whatchamacallit, Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid.
Yeah.
Whenever he goes, we're making the rules. And he goes, there's no rules in a knife fight. And he kicks him in the nuts.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically, you want to win, you know? I feel terrible for the people. I really do.
Yeah, I keep the videos keep showing up in like social media and stuff, and it's brutal.
I feel terrible for the people of Israel, but I feel terrible for the Palestinians too, because I'm talking about the citizens, not the government. These people don't want to die. They're not doing anything. I mean, there's a lot of people. The news is very one-sided, and the news will show you, the Palestinians, death to Jews, we hate Jews. They're brought up to hate Jews, but I don't think I don't know. I can't speak for anybody, but you don't know. Like, when you grow up in a southern neighborhood in the 50s and 60s, you grow up to dislike people of color, and then. But it's because it's instilled in you. Do they really hate the Jews? Do they really care anymore? Or is it because they've been born and bred that way?
Yeah, I don't think any little 4-year-old kids are going to hate another race unless
they're just perpetuating
parents.
the hate.
Exactly.
And it's awful. And common sense has got to make these two sides eventually come together and say, we can't do this anymore. We're killing our kids. We're killing our families. And it's only going to get worse. Now, I mean, worldwide it's going to get worse. You got Iran involved. You got the Russians watching everything. You got the Chinese just waiting to pounce on everybody. So they're just waiting for a good excuse.
President Biden is giving an address on the Middle East tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So expect your network primetime shows to start 15 to 20 minutes later than usual.
No way he's doing that live. There's no way.
Did you see the video of him on Air Force One talking to the press?
Yes. He looked like he was asleep. And the other thing is he is that puppet from what's that guy's name? The puppet guy.
Weekend
Jeff.
at Bernie's?
No.
Jeff Dunham.
Jeff Dunham. He's that little old man puppet is what he is.
Yeah.
Except that puppet is pretty much more accurate.
I don't know what they do for these primetime speeches, but they always manage to juice them up, it seems.
Smash up the Adderall.
Because they
Adderall,
probably-
whatever it is. But
They
for some
probably
reason,
taped it this morning.
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like tonight he'll look like the best he's looked in months for 20 minutes.
Well, I don't listen to me. For a guy who gets called butthole eyes and tells me to open my eyes in every picture, I was watching him yesterday. His eyes are closer than mine.
Yeah.
Did you also see the chin? His chin?
I didn't notice the chin.
Somebody did a freeze frame and it looks like he's got balls hanging off his chin. It's like, oh,
Is that real though?
yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's right, Carmin.
You say what? The what?
The balls.
No, the on where?
Chin.
Chin. Chin to the chin to the chin to the chin to the chin chin. Chin to the chin to the chin to the chin. Carmen's hairy chin. There you go. I had to get one of those in.
So we talked about this the other day. We knew that it was coming. Well, almost 2 decades after Natalie Holloway vanished in Aruba, Jamaica.
Ooh, I wanna take ya.
We're on a roll.
The man longs, so they just sing different words.
The number one show you.
The man long suspected in her death has confessed to killing the Alabama team in grisly detail, court documents reveal. Joran Vandersloot confession was publicized shortly after he pleaded guilty in federal court on Wednesday to extorting and defrauding Holloway's family. Vandersloot, 36, admitted to killing the teen with a cinder block on Aruban Beach after she rejected his sexual advances. Yeah, so Vandersloot said that Holloway kneed him in the crotch after he tried, quote, feeling her up, and he responded by kicking her in the face and bludgeoning her with a cinder block.
She hit him first.
Oh, come
I'm
on.
kidding. I'm kidding.
He then decided to push her off into the ocean, according to the interview transcripts. Holloway's body has never been found. In 2012, an Alabama judge signed an order declaring her legally dead.
Okay. So I'm not being a tough guy here. I'm being a father, and I'm saying this, and you'll all agree with me. But I'm dead serious. I would not rest until he was dead. If I was her father, I would go home at night and I would say, tomorrow I'm going to Aruba, and I'm going to kill Joran van der Sloot, and as a result of this, I may get shot, I may die, I may do it. But I could not let that go on.
Well,
I'd have to kill him.
Looking at news articles about him, remember a while back, it was quite a while ago, he got beat up in prison. So people can get to him. And now this coming out that you murdered her with a cinder block, there is a code in prison. It's a lot of bad people, but they also don't take kindly to certain things that happen. And
I also believe there's a possibility that her father put honey buns in somebody's commissary, and
absolutely,
and he's getting his ass kicked every day.
Also, somebody who's in there for life and is like, hey, I want a little celebrity. Let me beat up this guy or kill him, and then people will know who I am.
I can't imagine what this family goes through. For years, they had to just sit there and wonder if she was sold into sex slavery somewhere, if she was getting abused every day.
Did the family know the details before it and just now went public?
No,
Oh,
he
man.
just admitted it in court.
Yeah.
Why did he do this? Is he getting a deal?
Oh, man.
Great. Get him out early.
Oh, he's not getting out.
No. Oh, is that what it is? Right, extorting the family.
Oh, man.
I feel like because he killed her and then extorted the family, they should tell him, we're going to make you this deal.
Yeah.
And after he said, they go, nah, we're just kidding.
Yeah.
Take
We
it
never
back.
said that.
Yeah,
We never said we were giving you a deal, you weirdo.
It would be my life's mission to kill this guy before I died.
How about this? This guy's basically got put in jail for a meme. Social media influencer Douglas Mackey was sentenced Wednesday to 7 months in prison for interfering with the 2016 election. Remember this guy who put out the stuff? The Justice Department announced Wednesday that Mackey, who went by the name Ricky Vaughn on social media, was handed a 7-month prison sentence after being convicted at trial for conspiracy against rights. Mackey, who was a supporter of former President Donald Trump, was convicted of running a scam in 2016 that fooled thousands of people into believing that they could vote by text message. Remember this? This was a big thing where they said that took votes away from Hillary Clinton. Vaughn, who in 2016 had 58,000 followers on the platform known as Twitter, then now X, put out misleading messages encouraging supporters of former presidential Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton to vote through text message or on social media.
How is that a crime?
Yeah, you got 7 months.
Yeah, if you fell for that, you're an idiot.
Right.
You're the dummy that fell for it.
So now, I mean, this sets a precedent of, now if you put out like a fake meme, something that's dumb.
Yeah, but let's be honest. It's not just a fake meme. It's a conspiracy to fool people and to defraud an election. I mean, now if you're an idiot, you're an idiot if you follow along with it, but he did have intentions to defraud an election.
Yes, there is a difference, but also how many memes or how many things have you seen about political leaders that are totally fake?
Now I totally believe Biden's got balls on his chin.
He's wearing a mask.
And now I don't know this to be true.
But his intentions were to help defraud an election. I'm not saying it was going to be enough to do it, but these people have to be stopped now, especially when you're going after everybody else.
I think his intentions were, no one's really going to believe this, right?
Look at these idiots right here fall for that.
By the way, if you're that dumb that you fall for that, maybe you shouldn't vote. Yeah. Maybe you shouldn't be voting.
Maybe there are more details where it was more organized, but on the surface, to me, it does not seem like that should be a crime.
But also, locally, different states have different laws, and that could be the deal. Do I think that he deserves to go to jail? No, but he definitely deserves to be told, you can't do this anymore.
It makes him a scumbag, but I don't think he should go to jail.
Yeah, it really does, because it's, even though he was going for whatever candidate he was going for, he still is messing up the system. The system that's already messed up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing.
That's worse.
Right. Exactly.
Also, let's not forget he was on Trump's side, so that makes it worse.
Oh,
Right.
He was
That's true too.
Because did you see the other day? In fact, yesterday with the whole protest inside the Senate and all this stuff, and they said, "Is this a insurrection?
Oh,
Or is this just
Right.
a
It's
protest?"
inside. Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild what happens with that stuff.
It's so funny because just that reason alone, Galvin, the hypocrisy and the one-sided of everything is reason why people still. Trump's a psychopath. You look at him, you think that he's being indicted. He's still leading to run for president. He's still leading the by leaps and bounds because people are tired of that. It's not so much that they love Trump; they're tired of the hypocrisy of what goes on, and a vote for Trump is a vote against that kind of stuff.
I feel like a lot of people vote for Trump just because they know how much it pisses off all the lifelong politicians.
Yeah.
It's just their way just to stick it to
Yeah,
them.
but that's true.
Yeah,
but
which is
because
yeah.
they're sick of being the bad guys
Yeah.
all the time. I don't know. White guys are definitely the criminals, whether they've done anything or nothing. They've become the bad guys. White males, and those guys feel like nobody ever looks out for them. And then Trump came out and he was like, "I'll be their leader." And now I think people turn towards him because of those reasons. Even if they don't like Trump, they're like, somebody needs to come out and speak some common sense.
Yeah.
Would you like to have drugs falling from the sky?
Yes.
Amazon will soon make prescription drugs fall from the sky when the e-commerce giant becomes the latest company to test drone deliveries for medication. The company said Wednesday that customers in College Station, Texas, can now get prescriptions delivered by a drone within an hour of placing the order.
Wow.
Yeah, the drone programmed to fly from a delivery center with a secure pharmacy will travel to the customer's address, descend to a height of about 13 feet, and then drop a padded package down on their porch or in their front area there.
Yeah, because you can't really break drugs.
Yeah,
Wrap it
and
in a little bubble wrap,
Yeah.
drop it out of the thing.
Amazon says customers will be able to choose from more than 500 medications, a list that includes common treatments for conditions like the flu or pneumonia, but not controlled substances.
I like to point out, you were like, anybody want drugs? Joe said, yeah.
Yeah,
Of
course. Drop them from the sky. The Las Vegas Aces became the first back-to-back WNBA
Yes.
champs in over 20 years by beating the New York Liberty by a single point.
Oh,
Beat them by 1 point, yeah. So they won back-to-back championships, and then they were never heard from again.
I'll never forget where I was when I saw that moment. It was amazing.
I'll never forget that last layup she did.
It was something to behold. The spectacle in itself was just amazing.
if they get a woman who could dunk, does that change anything?
There are women that
Yeah,
can
there's a
dunk.
couple that can
Oh.
dunk.
Sorry, I'm out.
Yeah.
There's women that can dunk. By the way, I don't even know who the guy plays for. I haven't followed basketball for so long, but I was watching a clip, and it had a 7'4" center that was out there dribbling and went between the guy's legs and went around like he was super. Most of the time, 7'4" center is like,
Yeah.
Sean
throw
Bradley.
Frankenstein the ball. Yeah, but he was like moving. I was like, whoa, look at this dude.
Is
7'4".
Brittany Griner, is she on this team that won the championship? No? Oh, I thought she was the best ever.
Who did she play for, Carmin? Do we know? Seattle?
The
The Lebanon lesbians.
Oh, I don't know.
the Sparks.
The Astros beat the Rangers last night, but they're still trailing the ALCS 2-1. So there's your sports.
Anyone watching?
No, I've never been a baseball guy.
No.
Even whenever I played baseball as a kid, I wasn't a baseball guy.
If the Rays were in it, I'd probably watch, but outside of that, I don't care.
I wouldn't.
Netflix is hiking the price of its premium plan to $20 from $20 to $23, and its basic plan is going from $10 to $12. It seems like every couple months I'm doing
Yeah.
a story about them bringing their prices up. The cost of the ad-supported and standard plans will remain the same.
Greed Hastings, the CEO.
So,
Greed is right.
not just that, but there's so many other options now.
Yeah.
Like,
It-
Netflix isn't the go-to anymore.
Right, and I think that's a big thing is they got to, probably not as many people are having Netflix now because there are so many different options. They're like, hey, we don't have as many subscribers. We got to raise our prices. But they were talking about Netflix is opening brick and mortar stores too. They're going to start doing that, I think, in 2024.
To sell just movies?
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know, going backwards.
Like getting CDs?
But it's kind of like whatchamacallit, Apple cell phones. Cell phones, they're big this year. Now they're small. Now they're sideways.
Yeah.
They just keep trying to change it and be like something different.
Hey, by the way, to go back to WNBA for a second,
Yeah.
there was a shot at the buzzer
Uh-huh.
that missed. The name of the person in the shot, Vandersloot.
Oh.
Courtney Vandersloot.
Oh.
Not a good day for the Vandersloots yesterday.
No, not at all. Last Saturday, police in Polk County, Florida, were looking for a 41-year-old man named Johnny Yates to arrest him for aggravated battery. They got a tip that he was at a residence, so they went there, and they saw a whiteboard, one of those erase boards,
I saw
whatever,
it.
which had a message written in marker that said, quote, Johnny Yates does not live here. As convincing as that sounds, the police didn't take their word for it and leave. A person was seen leaving the home, and the cops asked them if they knew where Johnny was. They said, yeah, he's inside with some other people.
All right.
Do you
Johnny
mean the
doesn't-
sign actually tricked them for a second?
Johnny doesn't have a great friend. The police yelled for Johnny to come out. He didn't, so they tried smoking him out before finally bringing in the canine unit. The dog sniffed out Johnny. He was hiding in a modified chest of drawers. Johnny was arrested along with 4 other people at the house who did not cooperate with authorities. There is a picture on Bone TV of the sign. Johnny Yates does not live here.
I love
and
it.
then the other people that got arrested as well.
Read
I
the
know a
sign.
guy.
Yeah.
I know a guy named Johnny Yates who
Oh,
lives
yeah?
here.
Oh, Polk County?
Is there a picture of him?
Yeah, that's him right there in front. The
Oh, no.
Baldwin.
Johnny Yates, I know, a little fat Chinese guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The boys down at the crime lab, they'll never figure this one out.
Johnny
Sign
Yates.
outside should have told you he's not here.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That happened in Polk County.
I just imagine 20 cop cars all pulling up, get out, and they go, Johnny Yates does not live here. All right, guys,
Damn,
back it
this
up.
is not it.
Back it
Yeah.
up, guys. We got to go. This is pretty funny. Do you have any money-saving hacks that are quick and easy, like little things that you do to save money? Somebody asked Reddit, and they put out someone. I got to tell you, listen, I'm not Mr. Hey, I'm spending money like crazy and stuff, but I don't think these are really helping you. These are hacks that they say will help you out, save some money.
I got one. Don't go to Starbucks 3 times a day.
Well, it's funny because they have a couple ones that I think we can agree with, but some of these are really bad. Put socks and sweaters on before you turn up the heat. You might not need to turn up the heat.
I wouldn't even have heat in my house.
No?
No.
Oh, I think
I have a
sometimes,
fireplace.
Sometimes you need it. I got to be honest with you. The other night I was like, maybe I turn the heat on.
What?
Oh, it's chilly.
Really?
Yeah.
You're too skinny.
It's chilly. If you get an email, this one I think we agree with. If you get an email about a sale, delete it immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Don't even open it. It's rarely something you need, but it's on sale, and you're just like, it's on sale.
Can I give you a good hack?
Yeah.
I saw something last night that I thought might be good for your birthday.
Oh, yeah?
I clicked on it and I put it in the cart. Then I was like, you know what? I don't know about that. Let me think about it. I have time. Left, immediately got an email. Get that item, 40% off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
price drop. Yeah, they do that all the time.
40%.
Do that in every cart.
Yeah.
Do that in every cart. If you go away from it, you come back and they'll be like, or they'll send you a reminder.
Like
and
they're
say,
like, hey, if you go back and get it 10%, 40%.
Yeah,
I'm
nice.
Like, ooh.
On Amazon, one of the tabs, it says save for later.
Yeah.
And it's still technically in your cart.
Well, that's one that they say when you see something on Amazon, which, we love Amazon, put it on your wish list and wait 48 hours. If you really want it, you can go back. If not, you save money. And a lot of times they'll drop the price.
Yeah.
I put stuff in there and they give you an alert. They're like, hey, something in your cart dropped in price. And you go on there and, whatever. If it's 40%, buy it. What did you get for me for my birthday?
You know what that will not work?
Huh.
CaltaStore.com.
Yeah.
We have a website that has a store, Calta, C-A-L-T-A, store.com. It is where we have pink shirts for the breast cancer awareness. Not moving very fast.
Oh, yeah?
Not selling very fast.
What,
Yeah.
people love breast cancer? How dare you?
I think they must be pro-cancer if
Yeah.
they're not buying these shirts.
That's not cool.
Different styles, men's, women's. I know the long sleeve ones are out of stock, but there's crop tops, tank tops, the whole thing. If you want to go, caltastore.com. Just a reminder, just a heads up. Don't put it in the cart and leave it. I don't play those games.
They say only buy clothes when they're out of season. For example, you might find good deals on swimsuits right now, because
Yeah.
it's not in season.
Yeah, same thing with winter stuff at the end of winter, Christmas stuff after Christmas. But you got to be able to buy that stuff and house it for a year.
A
Yeah.
lot of sports stuff like Buccaneer stuff or Lightning stuff. You buy it
Yeah.
you buy it off season and
Sure.
it's way cheaper.
Carmen, I think you did this. I don't know whether it was for financial reasons or health reasons. Stop eating meat with every meal. It's expensive, so eat one vegetarian dinner a week. It'll add up over time. Yeah.
I don't know. I went to Prime Butcher yesterday.
Yes.
Bought a couple of steaks. I feel wonderful today.
It's funny because it depends on your body and how you are, because there's people that do the carnivore diet that's all meat and they say that they've never felt better, or you can do vegetarian. It all depends on you, I think.
I am eating vegetables for the first time in my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love vegetables,
I
man.
don't.
Me too.
I don't. I'm forcing myself to eat them, but I'm getting used to them.
A lot of salads,
Broccoli,
or how you?
No, like broccoli and I mean I could eat salad, but broccoli and cauliflower and those sort of things. I love zucchini,
Brussels sprouts, Michael.
but I don't like the Brussels sprouts.
Oh, man.
The devil's
Yeah,
meatballs.
unless they're wrapped in bacon and
Yeah.
all that stuff, and then that's kind of
somebody-
defeating the purpose of
Right,
Brussels
exactly.
sprouts.
oh,
I am not a carrot guy. I do not like carrots at all.
Yeah, I'm coming around. I'm coming around to the vegetables.
I don't like carrots, and I don't like girls that look like they smell like carrots.
oh,
Oh, Aunt
right.
Kelly is a
Yeah.
nice lady.
No,
Oh.
not. Ann Kelly smells like lemon zingers.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
Always carry reusable water bottle with you. Think about how many times you stop and buy a drink. You got your water bottle right there.
This house.
this
this
one.
house is the worst.
You just got a million of them.
It's just half empty bottles everywhere, which is good because sometimes they get recycled to the coffee machine, the Keurig coffee
Right,
machine,
yeah.
and sometimes they get recycled for the dog. You pour them in the dog's dish, but I can't imagine. I don't even want to know the numbers of how many wasted bottles of water there are in this
Your
house.
carbon imprint must be off the charts.
Unbelievable.
This one seems a little bit too cheap. Never buy napkins. Grab extras every time you get fast food.
Oh.
It works with
All right.
condiments too. You can get the
That's only
the
good for your
sauces and all
car.
that stuff.
It's only good for your car.
Let's see some of the different ones. Try piggybacking. Don't run out to get one thing. If you have 2 or 3 errands to run, kind of do them all at the same time. It'll save gas. So there you go. If you're really cheap, there are some ideas for you.
Thank you.
Has everybody seen the new rock wax statue that's over in France?
No.
I did.
Everyone's saying, I don't know whether that looks like The Rock. I mean, it looks like him, but it's kind of weird. There's a new wax statue of The Rock in France, and it they say
Like for a
is
museum?
just wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here it is. There's some pictures of it. Go back to the first one, Joe, so you can see him a little bit better. It just looks
Mr. Clean.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it does a little bit, but it's like maybe 6 out of 10.
It looks more like Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Ooh, his arch enemy.
And like the worst clothes you could put him in. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Listen, Maz Jobrani, the comedian,
Yeah.
is in one of the best practical joke things ever. They made a statue for David Beckham.
Oh, yeah.
Because David Beckham never wanted a statue because they never make him look good. They always make him look weird. And Maz played the artist who made the statue, and they made it look like David Beckham, like if he had that disease that the kid from The Mask had. And David Beckham was so mad. It's a really good. I don't even know what it was on, but it's a really good prank on him. They
Yeah,
got him-
because
they
I
got
think
him
that
to-
was the first one, and then they did it to a bunch of different
Oh,
people.
it's awesome.
Yeah, but that is very funny. Did you see the thing I sent you the other day where some newspaper or magazine put out what David Beckham will look like in the future?
Yeah.
And when he was really young, when he was like 20-something, whatever, and they put out, and he's like bald and missing a tooth and like
Teeth,
fat
yeah.
and stuff. And then they had the actual picture of him at 50 or whatever age it was, and he's just so handsome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys are a little bit off.
He's gorgeous.
Listen, we make fun of her a lot for being because she was hot and then she got really fat and then
I
now-
put this on our Instagram. I know what you're going to say. I put it up on our Instagram story yesterday. I have been the biggest. I have been the biggest criticizer of this person.
because she was so
Because
hot.
she got
it
so
was-
fat.
right? And you're like, oh, what happened? Whatever.
Oh, I know what you're talking
She
about.
looked like
back.
Mama Cass.
She's back, baby.
Yes,
Kelly
yes.
Clarkson has lost a ton of weight
Oh, my
and
God.
looks really good. There's a picture of her on Bone TV.
Oh, she's divorced now.
Yeah,
Yep.
she looks great there. Now scroll down to what she looked like just like last year. Yeah, where she looks like a house. I mean, she's ridiculous. Because obviously, whenever she came on American Idol, she was very young. I think
Right.
she was 19, 20, something like that, and she looked great. Then got
Then
really
got
big.
fat, and her husband left her.
And
'cause
now
she got
she's
fat.
tightening up.
Tight,
of
tight,
course,
tight.
Of course, people can't just let her go. Hey, you look great. They got to be saying, "Oh, she's taking Ozempic."
Yeah, I don't understand. Why is that a? Why do people get mad at that? Oh, she's
Because
taking
it's
Ozempic.
the easy way out.
Yeah.
Which
But it's
it
let me
right.
tell you.
If you're out there saying that you're a
you're a
I'm doing
liar.
This and that, yeah, you're a liar.
That's
Yeah.
what you should be getting yelled at for being a liar. But let me tell you, I took the Ozempic, and I don't feel like it. I still wanted to eat everything in the world, and it didn't really do anything for me. It made me nauseous for a couple of days, and I'm done. But these people that are taking it and having great results, I don't know how anybody would fault them for that. They Bobby points out in his comedy special that food is the worst addiction you can have. He's like, when you get hooked on food, you have a hard time really getting off it. I mean, look at all the fat people we have in this world that just can't break it, that are unhealthy.
I
And
thought you were going to say this room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
What-
Yeah, but that's not happening anymore. That happened in the very beginning.
'Cause
It's not
I-
happening anymore.
I had
I've
heard
talked to
that-
doctors about it. They had a hard time in the beginning because they were saying, well, so many people are getting it now that there's becoming a shortage of it. So in order to get it, you had to prove that you had a high A1C. But now they're like, we've made so much of it because it's selling so well that there's no problem getting it. Yeah, if you don't need it, then you don't get a prescription for
But
it.
I think the perception was that like celebrities who have a lot of disposable income are running up the price to lose weight when
Right, but
people
most of these
that have
people who are
diabetes
getting
don't
it
deal
for
with it.
diabetes are getting it paid through their insurance. And
Yeah.
they're paying nothing for it anyway.
Right.
It's the people who don't have insurance that would be complaining, and that's because they don't have insurance. I'm telling you right now, if Ozempic or Wegovy or whatever it is, Majerno, all these things that people are taking that are helping them lose weight, the insurance companies want them to take it because the less weight problems you have, the better it is for them in the future. You have less health problems related
The
to your
insurance
weight.
companies don't want that.
Oh, they do. They don't want it.
No, they want
Yeah.
you to stay sick.
Right.
No,
They-
I know, but what I'm saying is that if you're getting fat and you're having a problem with your diabetes and you have to go to the hospital, okay, they have to pay for that. Then if you have to have a surgery, you're gonna get a toe taken off, they have to pay for the insurance. Doesn't want you to get to that level
But-
of
They
because
want
they're
to
paying for it.
They
all.
want to keep you medium sick.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't think insurance will cover it if you're using it for weight loss.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
think you have to prove that you're diabetic.
Right.
Or
don't-
have a,
but if
a
you're just
high
trying to get,
A1C
like-
or
Yeah.
something for certain ones. I
If
think.
you're just trying to get it for weight loss, I think you have to just pay out of pocket, which
but you also
yeah.
No, there's a lot
no.
of doctors doing it on the cheap too, so you can just go there. You remember whenever it was going and getting the vitamin B shots or whatever it was?
Right.
And I feel wasn't Tom Segura early on
Yes.
like bragging how crazy expensive it was?
He had the Majerno, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And he was doing it before. I mean, look at him. He lost a
Oh, it
ton
worked.
of weight.
But I think that's
He's also working out a lot too.
But because you listen, I'll be
It's
the
a
first to tell
Kickstarter.
you, not just a Kickstarter, but it's a lot easier to work out when you've lost 50
Yeah.
pounds.
And
You
you
feel a
see-
lot
yeah, you
better.
see
You know?
results.
But I mean, you physically feel better.
Yeah.
the perception built from there, and that's why people are.
You know how hard it is to
Pissed.
run to the stop sign?
Take a shot before you do it.
I'm in.
Got some sad news. Burt Young, best known for playing Paulie in 6 of the Rocky movies. He was in a bunch of other stuff, but best known for Paulie. Drawing an Oscar nomination for supporting actor for his performance in the 1976 original, has died. He was 83 years old.
I thought he was dead already.
I got to be honest with you. That is one that I also was like, oh, he died? Is that?
I
he's
thought he
not
was
right there?
dead.
Yeah.
I thought he was dead, but I know why I thought he was dead because in the movie he's dead.
In the movie in Rocky
Yeah.
Balboa, it was it. No,
I think the last
Rocky
one,
Balboa,
the
he
Creed
was
movie,
in
the Creed movie,
in the Creed movie, yeah, Rocky Balboa, he is in. He's alive in there.
because I think he goes
He gets his stuff out of the basement.
he goes to the grave, I believe, in the Creed
Yeah,
movie.
'cause
Doesn't
he's
he?
next to Adrian.
Yeah.
And then also he died in Sopranos.
Yes.
Remember, he was Bacala's father who wanted to do the hit. And
Was
then,
he Bacala's father?
Yeah. Don't you can't have him do it. Yeah, yeah.
I didn't think he was Bacala's father. I thought he was somebody else. I just can't remember.
I'm almost positive.
I just can't remember.
Because I
didn't-
remember Bobby was like, I'll take care of it. And he's like, the old man wants to do it.
Yeah, you know what? That sounds about right now. I thought he was confusing with somebody else. I'm telling you right now, everybody loves Rocky. Rocky's one of the most inspirational stories ever. But Paulie is drowned out because of how emotional that movie is. But what a great actor and what a great character. He really did those first 3 movies. Burt Young is so good. The first one, though, he is just that sad alcoholic mush of a guy, mean to his sister and all that. I mean, he really is a great actor.
What about how terrible of a person Paulie is to his sister?
That's what I just said. He was
Yeah.
mean to his sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to hit her and call her names. And
Well, she's
Throw
stupid.
the turkey out and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, he was a little bit more like comic relief in the later movies.
in the later
Yeah,
movies.
yeah.
But when he came in and he was like, what about me? What
Yeah.
about Paulie? Oh, dude, I love it.
The only good part about Rocky V is when Tommy Gunn punches Paulie, and then Paulie's like, "You should have left the bum in the street where you found him, Rock." And then Rocky's like, "You punched him out. Why don't you try punching me out?"
Yeah.
The only good part of Rocky V.
Yeah, he played Bobby Bacala Sr. in
I forgot about
one
that, man.
episode of The Sopranos. Yeah. Yeah.
Great actor. Really did nothing else after Rocky. I think once he got on the train, he was like, I got this.
Yeah, because he was in Pope of Greenwich Village? I think there was a couple other movies.
Yeah, in those days, he probably did more stuff that you never heard of. But I'm surprised he didn't make his way into The Godfather
Yeah.
at that time, you know?
Yeah, you would think. Let me see some of the different ones that he was in. Yeah, there's a bunch of these ones that I'm looking at that are newer ones that you have no idea, straight to video. He was in Mickey Blue Eyes. You remember that with
Yeah, he did all those, like, he's always the mob guy in all those B movies.
Yeah. He was in The Gambler with James Caan. He was in Chinatown.
Oh, yeah, Chinatown, yeah. Yeah, but after the 80s, you really didn't, like 80s, he was all Rocky.
Yeah, because 76 Rocky came out. Yeah, and it was all the different Rocky stuff. Yeah, I don't see anything that we know. Yeah, he was in Pope of Greenwich Village, which was in 84. He was also in Once Upon a Time in America
Yeah.
in 84 as well. So, yeah, very good actor. Dead now at the age of 83.
What about me? What about Paulie?
I like in Rocky Balboa, whenever Rocky's going to fight again and do this stuff, and he goes, "Hey, you mind if I sell some stuff? For, get some advertising on the road, and you do what you got to do." Cher is vowing to exit the United States if former President Trump wins the 2024 presidential election. Yeah. I almost got an ulcer last time, she said, of Trump's time in the White House during an interview on Wednesday. This time, I will leave the country.
This time.
Who is this?
Cher.
I thought Cher was dead, too.
Get out of here. No, remember we just played her
No,
Christmas
I'm kidding.
song.
I know Cher's alive.
That terrible Christmas song.
Don't threaten me.
Get out of here, Cher. Go wherever you want to go. Who cares?
If you say that, if you're a celebrity, a public figure, and you say that you're going to leave the country if so-and-so wins, you should be forced to leave the country.
It's
But
the worst.
my favorite is you're like, I'm going to Canada. And
Yeah.
then Canada's like, we don't want you.
But also, people think that they can just drive into Canada and that's how it
Yeah.
goes. That's not how it goes. You can't just be like, I'm here.
Or somebody's, "Oh, please don't go."
Yeah.
So we saying
No.
congratulations to Cher for being the first person to say if Trump wins, she's leaving
No,
this year,
no,
this
we're-
election?
No, we're just saying she's an idiot.
Yeah.
And
Oh, no,
she's-
no, but I'm saying, is she the first one
Yeah.
to this
no.
next election?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm sure there's other ones that are, saying that.
Who else would like you? I hope Cher drives a van and picks up Rosie O'Donnell and all
Schumer,
the View
probably.
people, Amy
Alec,
Schumer.
Alec Baldwin.
Wow.
All these. Yeah.
I'll give Alec Baldwin another chance. If he unblocks me from Twitter and then says, maybe Trump's not so bad, and then we'll let him stay.
This is some terrible news, man. Imagine having a friend with this situation. In his new memoir, John Stamos reveals that he was molested by a female babysitter when he was 10 years old.
Oh, everybody feels bad for John Stamos.
And she
Nobody feels bad for me.
She was like 18 or 19.
No, I don't believe it.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, of course I can. He was probably gorgeous then, too.
Oh, yeah, but they were 10 and she was like 18 or
He was
19.
probably beautiful. Listen,
That's being molested.
Yeah.
he was 10.
Yeah.
I was 4.
Yeah, and she was 6.
No, she was not
Yeah.
6. No, we were not.
She was 5.
Well,
She was in grade school. I was in nursery school.
Okay, so you were 4 and she was 6.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You people are the worst. I'm not telling you any more of my horror stories.
No.
Yes, she did. She manipulated me into doing things. I was there.
that's a natural talent all women have, Michael.
Yeah, I know. She started very young. She manipulated me into doing things to her and then wanted more and then promised me a Happy Days board game, which she could not deliver. Because I'm not sexy like John Stamos. Nobody cares.
He also talks about how he held on to his hatred of his ex-wife, Rebecca Romaine, way too long.
Oh, I didn't even know they were divorced.
Yeah, remember? Because now she's with
Oh, yeah.
What's
the
his
fat
name?
kid from Stand By Me.
Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Who's not fat anymore.
Rebecca Romaine Stamos.
Yeah.
I remember that now.
I think Bert was just with John Stamos the other day.
Was he?
Yeah, I think I saw in his story, he was like, something, whatever, and turned the camera, and then John Stamos, super handsome still, standing there.
I remember when Rob Lowe came to his house, and Leanne was very excited.
Oh, I think every girl that works on that show or has anything to do with the show is like, I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll make sure that I stop by.
Oh, I have no problem looking at a guy and be like, that guy's gorgeous, man. Rob Lowe is still good looking. You know Rob Lowe, the key to his youth?
What's that?
He's been doing the Atkins diet his whole life.
Yeah.
He doesn't eat sugar.
Yeah, but also Rob Lowe has always been forward with stuff. Like, he always has cool hair. He always has cool clothes.
I think that's because his face is so nice he could do anything.
Yeah.
Really? I mean,
I've said it a million times where I'm like, that's a cool outfit. Like Ryan Reynolds or Brad Pitt will wear something, and I'm like, what is that, a T-shirt and jeans?
Right.
That's such a cool outfit.
Yeah, but then you find out it's an $800 T-shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Sean Avery, who is the hockey player we've had on the show before, he said when he got traded to LA Kings or one of the LA teams they played for, he said, Ryan was LA. Anyway, he went there and he said, look, this is LA. I have to have a look. And he goes, a lot of times you'll see hockey players and they're in suits and all that stuff. He goes, I chose to go the James Dean route, white T-shirt and jeans. He goes, I found the white T-shirt I want. I bought 20 of them. I found the jeans. I bought 10 pairs. And he's like, and every time after the game, I would wear a white T-shirt and jeans. I went, that's the cool thing.
Yeah.
You got to get an outfit that you're cool in. Yeah. I remember like I always have a thing. If I see somebody fatter than me wearing a shirt that I have, I can't wear that shirt anymore. And then I met Ralphie and I had to throw away my whole wardrobe. But I remember I used to see Jorge Diaz from the Buccaneers come out of the Bucs game, and he and I would be wearing, not at the same time, but I'd have all the clothes he had, I had the same clothes. Because there's only one Fat Guy clothes store. So everybody's buying their clothes from the same Fat Guy clothes store.
That's funny.
But at least Jorge was cool, made it look cool, you know?
Finally, in news, we recently heard that Tom Cruise has a clause in his movie contract stating that his likeness cannot be used on any merchandise or anything like that.
I did not know that.
I have a few different things of different celebrities and what they have, put in their contracts and stuff.
So you're saying, like, to promote a movie, they can't come out with a Mission Impossible backpack with his face on it,
right? They can't use do any of that stuff.
Right.
So Keanu Reeves has no digital editing clause because years ago a tear was digitally added to his face and it changed his performance. And he says,
"Oh yeah,
don't do that."
Bill was so sad in Bill and Ted.
Yeah, Bill S. Preston Ed.
Real quick, I don't know if I told you
he
this.
was Ted, I think.
But, yeah. Theodore something.
S. Logan.
Bill S. Preston Esquire and
Theodore Ted Logan. Yeah,
the
something
third. Whatever. The Mission Impossible movie is out on pay-per-view.
Right, yeah.
And I watched it. I don't know what movie I saw in the movie theater. I watched an hour of that movie that I'd never seen before.
No, jeez.
Carmin. Carmin. A full so I remember there's two girls in the movie. There's two girls in the movie. One dies. No.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Just don't even tell us. Just you fell asleep. We get it. We get it.
We already talked about this on the air.
No.
Listen to me. It's not a main character. It's not a main character.
Still doesn't matter.
But then so what happens is then she shows up again later, and you're like, what? And I was asleep, so I'm like, I thought that she died. I'm wrong, by the way. She didn't die. I just remember it wrong because I was sleeping. So what I'm saying is I had no idea what went on, and then listeners were calling in. They were like, no, this is why you thought this. And I went, oh, okay. I'm telling you, I watched this movie the other day, and there was a full hour of a chase scene and all that stuff that I've never seen before. And at the end, there's another girl, and I'm like, where did she even come from? I did not see that movie in the movie theater.
Just so you know, you're the only one that's surprised by this. Everyone else,
what do you mean?
Everyone knows that you fell asleep.
Yeah.
You think you missed like 5 minutes. Meanwhile, for an hour and a half, you're, right? Yeah.
I did that. I honestly feel like I did. And at the end, I wasn't even sure if I saw the end.
Yeah. You wake up, your popcorn's gone, your pants are unbuttoned. You don't know what happened.
and I was in a different movie.
Yeah.
It is great. It is as great as the rest of the Mission Impossible.
I'm glad it was spoiled for me.
Yeah. No, it's not spoiled. You're
Can't
fine.
wait to see that lady die.
No.
I literally said to my wife last night, "Ooh, the new Mission Impossible. We can watch it this weekend."
Yeah. There's so many women in there. It's not one of those deals. Do you remember in the preview, though, when they were making that movie, they showed that big thing where he takes the motorcycle off the ramp?
Up the side.
When you see what they do in that, because it's all CGI.
Yeah.
CGI is the right term for it, but they, it's a mountain. It's not a ramp.
Yeah.
And it's so awesome. And the fact that he really did it Blows my mind.
Yeah.
Blows my mind. All right, Tom Cruise, no digital on the backpacks. What else?
No. He's
No
no
digital, no
likeness.
face likeness. Yeah.
Keanu Reeves, no digital
No
editing.
tears.
Jack Nicholson demanded extra time off from shooting Batman. For what? Why did he want extra time off?
For the Lakers.
Yes,
Yeah.
so he could go.
Yeah.
He didn't want to miss any of the Lakers games. Yeah, he is a big Lakers fan. He's always in the front row right there, courtside.
He's got dementia now too. Is that what?
He's been gone out of the public view for a while.
Like he doesn't even go to Laker games anymore.
No, everybody tells me that he's on his way out.
Yeah.
Like to pick him for the death pool.
Yeah. Queen Latifah refuses to die in any of her movies. That way, she can always be in the sequel. But wasn't that movie where she Carmin liked her? Wasn't she dying? Did she die in that or no?
No, she ended up beating cancer. No, I don't know. I never saw it. He's an athlete.
Oh,
You sure she wasn't dying? No, because she was a trainer for the team. You sure she wasn't dying and her going out with Common was a Make-A-Wish thing? Oh. I could live without ever knowing how that movie ends.
So she saved him?
Spoiler.
Well, then that's not the movie I'm talking about. Maybe it wasn't the one with Common. Yeah, so she's physical therapist. Leslie Wright lands the dream job of working with basketball superstar Scott McKnight, Common. All goes well. Leslie finds out she's falling in love with him. Scott, however, oblivious to Leslie's romantic overture. I don't know, whatever. That's not the movie I'm talking about. There is one where she's dying and she does like a holiday or something like that. Last Holiday, maybe.
Who cares? Queen Latifah movies.
But I'm saying she died in the movie, right? Let's see. Last Holiday.
There's the one where people go to her to solve problems.
The discovery that she has terminal illness prompts introverted saleswoman Georgia Bird, Queen Latifah, to reflect. I want you to withdraws, goes to jet to Europe, lives like a millionaire. Does she die? The only thing
sure
missing
hope
is
so.
her longtime new life with a longtime crush, LL Cool J.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, so I don't even know if she dies in there. But anyways, that's her thing. She will not die in movies, so
No.
she can be in the sequel.
She's like Adam Sandler, where they keep casting guys that she'll never get in real life as her love interest.
How lucky are we?
I don't understand this. Was he even in this movie? Mark Wahlberg had a clause in his contract for Silver Linings Playbook?
No, what's
That
the
was
clause,
Bradley
though?
Cooper. That guaranteed him $900,000 if Anne Hathaway dropped out of the movie.
So that's probably what happened.
She did, but he quit first, so he didn't go. So he quit first, so he didn't get the payout. Okay, so that's the deal. It's pretty smart though. If you attach yourself to a movie because of other stars, you're like, oh yeah, that's gonna be a good movie. I'll be in there, and then they replace Anne Hathaway with Fat Amy or whoever.
No.
Fat Amy, not fat anymore.
No, not Fat anymore. And banging a chick, right?
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah, that's who wound up being in it. Yeah, but there's always, people are attached to movies and then they fall out, which I always love to hear who is supposed to play the role.
Yeah.
I think much better with Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, great actors.
Yeah. I mean, Mark Wahlberg and Anne Hathaway probably would have done a fine job.
You
But
want to learn how to dance?
I think you're crazy. Samuel L. Jackson demands time off to play golf twice a week. He also makes sure it's in his contract that he doesn't have to do a second take if he thinks he nailed it the first time.
Can we do that again? No.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
You ever hear that blooper, not blooper, but the the outtake of De Niro? De Niro's reading like a radio thing, and the guy goes, "Can we do that one more time?" Why would we do it one more time? It was fine the way. Oh,
Yeah.
Or Orson Welles reading about the Jolly Green Giant vegetables, and they go, he gets mad and yells at the script. Ugh.
Can you imagine the balls to give Robert De Niro direction?
The guy Robert De Niro has one read. Come out there and join us this Thursday. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, can you do one more time? And then he starts yelling back at you. You're like, it's my job to tell you when it sucked. I have to have the balls to tell you you need to do it again. How was that?
Oh, how was that?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's all of Sebastian's jokes, I'm sure, and all the personified Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, why don't we go down and get some gabagool?
Wow.
All right.
How about this? Barbara Streisand demands peach-colored toilet paper to match her skin
Oh.
tone and rose petals in the toilet bowl.
I wouldn't mind that.
I'd like
like
to crap
that
on
idea.
some rose petals.
Yeah, Barbara left a growler in the toilet. We got to plunge it before I say. And then last one, Fast and Furious stars The Rock, Jason Statham, and Vin Diesel all refused to be depicted as the loser in a fight. So Diesel devised a point system based on the number of kicks, punches, and headbutts each of them delivered and received. I don't want to be a loser. I don't want to lose this fight.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
And that is it for news.
I appreciate everybody's following and interacting with us on social media, especially Instagram, which we've built up pretty good, and that seems to be our main source of communication with you folks. Although I will tell you, I put the Bear Margera video on TikTok, and I have like 200,000 views already.
Crazy.
But the Instagram, I was just going through I have like a folder that goes with all your crap in there. Just a couple of things. I'm never clicking on a link. I just always assume if I click on a link, you're going to empty my bank account. So don't send me a link to a TikTok or a YouTube. I'm never going to look at it. I got one guy who just sends me pictures of pools all day. I don't know whose pools they are. If he's making, doesn't say anything, just sends me a picture of pools. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
I have about 3 guys who send me. If you could look at the thing, they talk to me like we're best friends, and I've never responded. And they're like, yeah, so me and Sally went to the store the other day. I just assume all those people have mental problems, so I just let them talk. Just a couple of heads up. I like to interact with people. I do. I like when you send stuff and messages about the show and all that. But we've already told you about the reels and you didn't care, so now we're just restricting people.
It's wild.
It's just we appreciate you, but every drummer thing you think you've seen, Galvin's seen it already too. We're watching too. We're on the TikTok.
Yeah.
And the other one, whatever it
Limp
is.
brisket.
Limp Brisket.
Yeah.
Gio's seen
That is Gio immediately.
Yeah.
Well, at least once a day. I guess.
Gotta see it.
Although I will still take things that look like Pap. I got a really good one yesterday, Joe.
Oh, yeah?
Really good. I thought for a second I was like, that's it. No, wait. Oh, my God.
Oh.
Let's take a break. Martin Gramatica will be here in the 9 o'clock hour. We got a little surprise for Martin. We got something that we're cooking up, and we'll explain that to him when he's here. What else? I got a lot of other things I need to get done before today's show is over, because next week we have a short week, Joe, because we're going on the goddamn fully
I
loaded
know.
Bert Kreischer
I'm
cruise.
very excited.
Man, radio people are going to hate us. When I went to Bert's premiere, all these radio guys that were not in L.A. were like, thanks, Bert. I didn't get invited to the premiere. And I'm like, yeah, we're not the same. We're not the same.
Yeah.
Except Woody. I like that guy. Woody does a radio show in L.A., and I like his show, and he's a really nice guy. We met while we were out there. But anyway, me, Pap,
Yep.
my son Joey, Tom the Tree Man,
Yep.
and maybe Spanish are going on the cruise.
Correct.
A week from today.
A week from today.
No, a week from tomorrow.
A week from tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Week from tomorrow. We're probably gonna leave. We're probably gonna have to take off that day. I wanted to work until 8 o'clock and then leave, but you guys spooked me yesterday.
Cutting it close.
Yeah. That's.
I'm just reading the internet and telling you the facts.
Yeah.
No, I know, but you
Sorry,
were-
I can't make Miami closer.
I mean, I don't know why Bert doesn't send the jet.
I think that we'll get there in time if we leave at 8. But you guys are like, what if there's an accident? What if there's something? And you're right. The Boy Scout in me wants to be prepared, so I just didn't want to lose a day of the show. So we're probably gonna leave the crack of dawn that morning. Wow. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Talk to your boss, John Brennan. I'll be out of town. I don't care what happens. What did he say? Okay. No, that's fine if you talk to John.
All right.
And we are. Who is it going to be?
Dis-
I need to decide who that is. I don't want Mo.
He doesn't care unless you make a decision.
No, I'm fine with a fill-in host. I don't know. What do the people want? What do you think the people want? How about we let them decide?
Oh.
Yes.
Why?
Can we put up a thing?
Can I tell you this though? Let's just assume it's Spanish, but Spanish is bringing the equipment for us to record and podcast. I've got Bert, I've got Big J, I've got Jim Norton, I've got Miss Pat, I've got a bunch of people on this boat that I know well that I think we can get some time with. So at least if there is a best of show or a fill-in host from the 7 to 8 o'clock hour while most people are going to work, I could do like a podcast kind of like we do when we're on the cruise. Is
What?
that fine with everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
What if Spanish doesn't go?
Well, then No, there'll be a podcast. We're just
Who's doing it? Who's uploading it? Who's recording it and editing it and doing all that?
Joe.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't sound very
Wow.
confident,
You know, I don't like you guys.
Oof, wowza.
Okay.
Joe. I will make sure that I know how to do it.
Again, sorry we can't make Miami closer.
They keep moving it
I know how to
further
do
away.
it. I just don't want people to know I know how to do it. And also, I don't want to carry the equipment, but Tom's going now, so we're fine there.
What is the site that you use to upload the stuff?
Joe, you drinking on this cruise?
Maybe not. It's none of your business.
Don't listen to him.
I'm not listening to you.
Old
can't
drunky
not-
drunk Joe and do the podcast?
You can't not drink on this cruise, Joe.
You're gonna
listen.
get back from the cruise and you're gonna find 3 CDs in the mail that here's your interviews, Michael.
And you know, when
Look who's talking.
Yeah.
the thing is, when
before that.
you do podcasts, especially with comedians, there's rarely any F-bombs, or
Right, yeah.
things that need to be edited out for
Oh,
regular
yeah.
broadcasts. So no worries there.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Joe will be okay.
Oh yeah. Don't worry.
Listen,
Michael.
we'll send
You're just gonna hear Miss Pat drop the F word and then Joe's gonna go doop.
with his mouth.
Yep.
Yep.
Beep. And it's gonna be after she says it. Beep.
Why is it got to be Miss Pat? You racist.
She loves to swear.
I know. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
And I'm racist.
Oh no.
My son showed me a funny video. My son yesterday, we had such a good day together. I asked him one time if he was taking cocaine. I go, "You want cocaine?" He goes, "Why did you ask me that?" I go, "This is the most you've talked to me
That's
in like the
not a
last
no.
2 years."
Yeah.
No, he came into my office and I was actually playing Madden, and he came in and he started teaching me why I was so bad at Madden. He's like, "You can control the guy and you can do this." And we started talking. Then the game was over and we were still talking about rap music, and he was telling me about all these rappers and these things that he was working on and all this stuff. So I'm like into his conversation. Then we went outside and I fired up the grill and he's still out there with me talking. I go, "This is wonderful. I've not had an hour-long conversation with my son in years." But he was showing me video of him at Rolling Loud, and I know all about Playboy Cardi now. I know about all these people. Playboy Cardi came out and everybody's cheering, and they're chanting like something, 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 like in that cadence. And the whole crowd's doing it. 100,000 people. Well, one of the words was the N-word, and you can hear my son only saying one of the words. He was like, go, like he goes, "I wouldn't say it." I go, "Yeah, don't say it."
Oh, no.
I go, "You can sing it alone in your car, but you can't say it because you're not like Pete. You're not Pete. Pete did it, and the girls called him out at the Jay-Z concert. And Pete said, "Baby, I'm from the Chi."
Yeah.
That was for some reason that was okay. "Baby, I'm from the Chi. I grew up in Chicago," and they were like, "Oh, okay, Pete." Pete's goddamn. He's an Arab sheik is what he is. All right, we got to take a break. Let's do that right now. Before we go to break, I want to tell you about my friends at Walsh Roofing and Solar. Do you know? Oh, yeah. You know. Do you know that if you need a new roof on your home, I wouldn't even know who to call. I didn't even know how to call Walsh. I had a friend of mine actually tell me, he said, "Hey, I know a company that does roofs. Call them first." And I
And
did.
you're gonna upload the podcast.
Well, I mean, just because I didn't have any roofing friends at the time, Galvin, doesn't make me a bad guy. But I do now. I have Walsh Roofing and Solar, and if you need a roof on your home, I can't recommend them enough. They were so great doing my roof on my home. They just did the roof on my father's home on my recommendation, and I've gotten several people telling me that they gave them a great price and did a great job on their home. The thing for me that I always tell you about is that they gave me a schedule and they stuck to the schedule. They said, "This is what we're going to do. This is the time we're going to do it." And they were right on. And then at one point I left and went to Japan and came back and my roof was done and everything was perfect. And I've been through, seasons. I've been through storms. I've been through hurricanes, and my roof has held up great. And I couldn't be happy with them. And now Walsh is also doing solar. And if you need solar for your home and you're wondering how to harness the power of that sun and lower your electric bill, let Walsh do that for you as well. I know a lot of, in fact, they just did Tom's house. A lot of people are figuring out that their electric bills are going through the roof and what they can do to cut that down. Solar is the future, and you can do it now. Go to WalshRoofingandSolar.com, WalshRoofingandSolar.com. Give them a call, get a free estimate, and make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show, WalshRoofingandSolar.com. Quick break. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Nope. 8:21 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. Martin Gramatica will be here at the top of the hour. We'll do our football picks this week, which he's just terrible at. Him and Ian Beckles aren't doing so hot.
Yeah, you think if you play in the league, you know a little bit more.
Yeah, pay attention a little bit. So,
Carmen, do you have? Do we want to go over the standings right now?
I wouldn't mind knowing. Yeah, that'd be fine.
If you go ahead.
Oh.
Ooh. Listen, I don't feel bad because Spanish, although he's not feeling well, it takes him 5 minutes to do football picks, and he doesn't send them in, right?
Right.
So, and I didn't, and you guys held it against me. So,
Sure, yeah. We said, if you don't put them in, it's on you.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Even better.
All right, so he's in last. 4 losses.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh no.
Ugh. Tie with Joe?
That's right.
Oh,
wow.
Mikey
All right.
the Greek. Well, it's a lead's a lead. You only need one. Listen, don't take it away from me. I like to. Hold on. Martine put up a picture on his Facebook page of his old football cleats.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's got a bunch of them, an old one. He said, I miss putting these on for work. He can wear them in here if he wants. It'll make him feel comfortable. Just kidding. Anyway, Martine will be in here at 9 o'clock, and we got a little something for him, a little surprise we're going to talk to him about. And what else? Anything else? Can we wrap up
Nope,
the show?
that's it. It's over.
Have a great day. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank goodness.
What is Charlie? Charlie's at Raymond James Stadium today, but I don't know what he's doing. Something about chefs and food. They have a thing going on over there. I feel like
big food festival or something?
I feel like local chef showcase at the home Bucks game.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
Man, they really go in for the different stadiums for the food that they have. Like, they want to impress everyone. And they, one of the women that was the chef that won MasterChef works for one of the stadiums because they had her on.
I saw that.
They had the challenge and did a thing where they had like making stadium food, but like classing it up and stuff. And she had some really good items on there. Yeah, because you know every year whenever the new season starts, they go, oh, these people have this and these sliders or these lobster rolls or different stuff that they have.
I've never been a big eater at football games unless you're in a suite. Like if you're in a suite, the food's part of the deal. But if you're out there, like I'm not gonna sit down with a lobster roll at my seat.
It's a pain in the ass because the seats are already small.
Yeah,
it's hot.
Elbow to elbow with somebody. Oh, by the way, I mentioned I went to Outback yesterday.
Yeah,
don't get it. I know that I've gained a little weight, but Jesus, Outback. I mean, come on. My wife barely fit on her side of the booth. I got in the booth. I was like, I hate. Bobby talks about this too. When you sit down in a booth that doesn't move, either the seats don't move or the tables don't move, you're screwed on that.
Yeah, you're locked.
My wife's so skinny, so it's okay. I can always push the table towards her, you know. But man, yesterday I was like, whoo. I don't want to sit there and savor something that's going to be falling all over the place and, you know, having to eat it with two hands while you're in the middle of sitting next to two people. One that smells like cigarettes. Yeah.
Or nachos. You're sitting with nachos and then somebody stands up and hits your nachos. And you know who's the biggest connoisseurs of food at any game, whether it be hockey or baseball or football or anything. And it doesn't matter whether they ate 20 minutes before you got to the game. Kids love to have something. The most expensive and get me 9 of them and let me have 2 of these
My
and 4
favorite.
of those.
Can we get Dippin' Dots? Can we get Dippin' Dots?
Yeah.
I'm like, why do you always want Dippin' Dots?
And it's always the Dippin' Dots line is always the longest
Yeah.
goddamn line in the entire stadium.
Yeah.
I was at the Lightning game the other night, and I saw this guy go down in front of me, and he had like 6 pretzels. He had just a stack of those giant pretzels. I was like, "What is going on?"
Yeah, and I know I'm the one who always has to go get everybody the food. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll go get it during the break. Then I come back with 6 pretzels, and somebody's like, maybe I only ate 5, Patty. And I'm like,
All right, come
not
on.
even for me.
That's a
I'm just
burn.
carrying it.
It's a burn on you.
I know, but the I'll tell you though, they do the Lightning is the game in which I go to the most. So I don't know, maybe they're all like this, maybe the Rays are like this, but the variety of which you can get a full on meal, or you can get a sandwich, or you can get a cold sandwich, or you can like the variety at the Lightning, and they got an Italian market there.
I like the Lightning. They have the like the kiosk where you can just walk in and grab the drink, whatever, and you self checkout.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Nice, I like it. Every once in a while, I get a guy that's a fan of the show. And I always wonder, I'm like, are you really, or are you happy that you just get to spit in my food? I don't mean at the Lightning game. It would be like at a restaurant. I guess say the Outback lady was like such a big fan, and I go, well, that's great. It's good to meet you, but please make sure they don't spit in my food now.
always a good move, by the way, because now you got a bigger tip.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
such a fan. Oh, you know.
I'll tell you right out of the gate. If you mention me, if you're like, I love the show, I listen every day, your tip just went up.
Yeah.
You've made me feel good, and also you put me on the spot.
Yeah,
so
good and
fine with
guilty.
that. Oh, God. Hi. Good morning. You're on the air. Hello.
Oh,
Good for you. Your market just opened up. You know how many opportunities you're going to have now? Who needs that, fatty? Hello?
scumbag.
Well, wait a second. How long have you been with this guy? Oh, my God. And you lost how much weight? Now, to me, that's awesome. Are you super hot now, or do you still have like another 60 to go? Okay, so you're probably in good shape. So, and then he's jealous, you think, because he didn't lose the weight? I think
Yeah, you know what he's doing. He's preemptively breaking up with you because he doesn't want you to get hot and cheat on him.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
He's insecure.
Yeah, he sees it coming, so he's like, well, I'll break up first.
How old of a woman are you? Yeah. Oh my God, and you're young? You've got a whole world ahead of you. Forget that guy. He's not the one. You found out the hard way, and that sucks, but think about it now. You're in good shape. You got your whole life ahead of you. You just opened up a whole new window of dudes they're gonna be chasing you now that you lost all the weight. Forget him. He's got and what a douchebag to do it while you're on vacation. No, this is on
that's-
him.
Yeah, it's on him.
This is on him.
Email us
he
when
got
you start
nervous.
your OnlyFans.
Yeah, or you know what? If it'll make you feel better, we'll all make sweet love to you at
Oh.
separate times.
Whoa.
Separate times.
All right.
Yeah, All right.
All right.
Okay.
That lady's like, what did I do to deserve this? Well, look, I'm proud of you. I think that's great that you lost the weight. And anybody that's not feeling the same way, especially somebody you thought might have been the one, if his number one feeling is, and I'm so happy for you that you're happy, then he's just an idiot. You too,
Thank
Pumpkin.
you.
See
Keep
you
it up.
later. Wow, good for her, man. 40 pounds.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, I'm a fat guy. I've been through this. I was telling my son yesterday, because my son was telling me, he was in my room talking to me with no shirt on, and he said, yeah, we were doing this, and none of us had shirts on, and I go, that's one thing I've never done. I'm a happy fat guy, and I don't care what you think or you think. I've never been the guy to walk around with no shirt on, not even at the beach. It's just uncomfortable. I'm fat. But my son's never had to go through that. You know what I mean? And we were just BSing about that a little bit. And losing weight is the hardest thing to do. It's impossible to do. And if you are lucky enough to get it done, keeping it off then becomes another problem. So if you found a way to do it, or at least a way to give yourself a little bit of a head start, good for you. And don't let anybody else tell you any different. First of all, it's none of their goddamn business. And also, that's a lot of the times that's just jealousy. That's just pure jealousy.
Insecure.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of texts from friends of mine when we started talking about this. Is I've been on Ozempic or Wegovy and I've lost 30 pounds and this, that, and the other thing. So it clearly is working for a lot of people. And anybody who has an addiction or a food situation or any drug situation that can find some way to help them beat that and get healthy, we promote it in every other aspect of life. Why wouldn't we promote it in this? The number one killer in this world is heart disease. So why wouldn't we help promote something that would help these people try to avoid heart disease? We're such dicks as people. We really are.
Because it's cool to fat shame people.
Listen, I love to make fun of people for jokes. I love to make fun of you. I even said to you guys yesterday, I love it when you're mean funny to me. You know what I mean? Like when I knew when I said something, or like when we talk about the molestation thing, you think you're going to open up your heart and tell the world about one of the most traumatic incidents in your life, and they're going to be supportive, and all you dicks do is tell me I'm wrong about it. But that makes me laugh. Like, that's funny to me. So if you're doing it as a joke, it's funny. But if you're moving it to the next level, like I can tell you with the Kelly Clarkson thing, she blew up to be a mega fatty. And the fact that she's on TV and that fat is just rare. I don't say it's bad. It's just rare. So now when you look at how good she looks, you got to give her the credit for losing that weight and staying in the spotlight, going through a divorce. Those are hard times, man. Those are hard times. Hey, lady, I'm not just specifically talking to you, but sometimes guys just use things as an excuse to get out of a relationship. Yeah. I have a feeling that guy was just wanting to get out as it was. It's probably something on his end, you know? Yeah, you're just too damn hot now. Made me mad. You got too hot. Yeah. Or the way you lost the weight. Like, what does that matter? If my wife told me I'm in this great shape, but I do heroin once a week, I go, all right, well, whatever.
All right.
Yeah. Am I paying for the heroin? That's fine.
For the first 2 seconds of that call, I thought it was Crazy Patty.
Where is she?
It sounded like her for a second. I got excited.
Where is Crazy Patty? Alive or dead?
Alive, but not allowed access to the outer world.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is if I go to the phone lines and I hear, "Oh, I'm still alive," like if she sings it to me, it would be my dream. Medicine Man, Crazy Patty, Tongueless Brett, Love Tiger, and what was the Glendale, and Winn-Dixie Bagger Lisa, and Warlock Melissa. Those are my favorites. That's not favorites, but those are the
Tongueless Brett, probably dead. Medicine Man.
Tongueless Brett, probably dead, and getting shout-outs from Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah. Medicine Man, dead to us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy Patty, I think alive, but not able to speak to the outside.
Do you think alive, or do you think like comatose? Like
no, I think she's, getting help.
I think they just cut her off from the show, just from us.
I think she could find a way if she really wanted to.
Glendale,
Prison,
mad at us.
Yeah,
and I don't know whether he's around here anymore. Who else? With Dixie Bagger, Lisa just
disappeared.
Was in and out of our life. Don't forget Magnifico.
Magnifico.
Kind of Magnifico,
Oh.
though she's definitely in a home somewhere.
Yeah. But she gets out every once in a while. After a while,
I'm
they're like,
telling
all
you
right,
now.
just let her loose. Yeah.
Mo-
Yeah.
One of my favorite things ever was that afternoon that I got out of my car to come in. There were cops everywhere, and people met me at my car like I was a rock star. Cops were escorting me. I'm like, what is going on? They're like, there's a crazy naked woman waiting for you in the lobby. I go, that sounds
Yeah.
wonderful.
Are
to
you
me."
taking me to her?
Yeah. I was like, and then I got there and everybody was yelling at me. They were like, the cops needed to have me tell them that she was a threat. And I said, well, if I tell you that, then are you going to arrest her or are you going to get her out of here? And they're like, yeah, we'll arrest her. I'm like, well, I'm not going to say it then.
Yeah.
And the people downstairs were like, say it. And I'm like, I don't even know you people. Get out of here.
Say it.
And I go, what did she do? And they were like, she was getting naked in the lobby. I go, who cares? Get her out of here and tell her to be on her way. And they're like, we can't. We gotta. I was like, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying she's a threat because she's not. I didn't want her to go to jail. I just thought that was unfair to her.
Yeah.
No,
She doesn't need to be in jail. She
No.
needs to be somewhere where they can help her.
I don't know.
She used to talk about her son. Remember?
Oh, he died.
Yeah, but
I think that's where she went into the spiral.
yeah,
Right.
she would talk as if he was alive, but
Yeah,
then
but she also said that she was married to Jesus at one
Right.
point.
She was. I was at that wedding.
yeah.
I think I might have been there.
I went to her.
Oh.
I went to her and Jesus' wedding with Miss Johnny B's. I was thinking about yesterday the good weddings that I missed. I missed Johnny B's wedding. I was sick, but I missed Matt and Katie's wedding. Did you go to
Yeah,
that?
no, I missed
What a
that too.
jerk.
Yeah.
Wow,
You missed mine too, Michael. My last one.
I didn't go to yours on purpose.
I know.
Snubbed.
I just said
I
that I'm not going till I'm sure this is your last one.
I went to Joe's. I went to Johnny B's. I missed Matt and Katie's.
did you guys go to Sam's wedding? That was recent.
Was
I
not
was
invited.
not invited.
Oh,
Not invited. to
really?
Sam's wedding, yeah.
No.
I thought she's a big fan.
No,
No.
no, she did
Talk
not invite
radio.
us to the wedding.
Snub.
I didn't go to Seth's wedding. I didn't go to Sam's wedding. I didn't go to Jenna and what's his face? Chase's wedding.
Danielle's wedding.
No, I didn't really know Danielle that well back then. She was just the hot chick from Fisher Show. Yep. By the way, though, they set a good precedent. I'm not going to anybody's wedding from here on out. I refuse. It's all Jenna's fault.
Boyfriend. Oh.
I think I would send Scotty a gift.
Mm.
Oh, man.
Get serious.
I don't know.
Will you go to Joe and Sugarface's wedding?
Yes.
Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that.
100%.
That's.
Yes.
Were you asking
From the
me?
amount of time I spent with Sugarface, I think she's the one.
Yeah, you only saw her for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even think I ever met her.
You mean she's the next one?
Next one.
That
Oh,
he'll marry.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, you can I just tell you something?
Yeah.
You seem to be very happy.
I am very happy.
I believe she's the one because of how happy you are.
I am very happy.
I liked your last girlfriend, but I saw how miserable you were.
Yeah, I liked her too, but she did make me miserable.
Yeah, so that's not a good.
Mm-hmm.
My wife makes me happy.
Right.
Like I hang out with her and I enjoy the time that I spend with her.
Yeah.
Happy
You were
again,
not feeling
JD.
happy. Yeah.
But I mean,
Feeling
that's-
happy again?
That's what it's supposed to be. I mean, you're not supposed to be, struggling to hang out with the person. You're supposed to be wanting to spend time with them.
Yes. I can't believe that my wife still wants to spend time with me. Like she's got to be sick of me at this point.
It's so funny. I asked my wife the other day because I listen to so many true crime podcasts and stuff, and they the wife is murdered, and they obviously have to go after the husband first
Right.
to clear him or see whatever. And they asked the guy. They said, "What would you rate your marriage? 1 being terrible, 10 being the best, whatever." And he said, "Probably an 8." He said, "Always good. We have our ups and downs and stuff, but an 8, whatever." So I asked my wife. I go, if something happened, whatever, and they had you rate our marriage, what would you say? And she said 9. And I said, I would say 9 too,
right.
because nobody's a 10. Nobody's perfect. You can't be a 10. But we have a good time when we're always happy together and doing stuff. And if we ever do fight, it's, a minute and then we start laughing and we're fine.
It shouldn't really matter what you do as long as you're with the right person. You're going to have a good time doing it.
Yeah.
I asked her the other day, I said, can you even remember the last time we had a fight like that lasted more than 10 minutes? Like never a fight. Like we haven't had a fight where like the next day you're mad for, I can't remember the last time.
This is the best way to end any fight. My wife will be like, you have all the boxes, all the Amazon boxes, you got to get rid of those. And I go, ooh, Amazon boxes make me angry, and do that with her, and she'll start laughing. Or she does it to me. She'll be like, oh, where's my blah, blah, blah? And I go, I do that. That's me. I go, you're imitating me.
Yeah, that's the thing. We fight over dumb stuff like that. Like she'll go, I'll look in the kitchen and it'll be like the kids' books on the counter, her stuff over here, this over there, and then I'll have like a bag, and she'll go, why is this up here? I go, oh, this is the only thing that's bothering you out of the whole kitchen?
Yeah.
Really quick, I know you have a client, but just get on the microphone for a second. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you measure our relationship at?
10 being the best, 1 being terrible. He's
10.
murdering you.
No,
10.
for real, be honest.
10.
Nobody's a 10.
Yeah, you can't be a 10.
Nobody's perfect.
Well, nobody has
You're
a
not
penis
better
like
than
mine.
us, Amanda.
10. 9. 10.
Well, first of all, turn the mic up towards your mouth so we can hear you, and be honest.
10.
10. You would say a 10. I'm the best possible husband I could be.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Perfect in all ways.
All right.
All right.
No
I don't
flaws.
feel like that was very
What did
confident.
You say?
I didn't say anything yet.
Say it.
I would have said an 8.5, 9. Yeah, sometimes you bug me.
7.
Oh, see, I knew it.
yeah.
I knew it.
Dropping.
I knew it. No, for reals.
No, honestly, probably like 8.5.
8.5.
8.5.
Yeah, that's a pretty logical.
You don't have to lower your voice. Just speak into the microphone.
8.5.
It's probably 8.5.
Miss Baywatch.
You know what? Now it's an 8. Just because of that, it's an 8.
No, I actually think you went up. I like the deep voice. I was saying we hang out together. We go to lunch together. You're my number one choice to go to Vegas with. Most guys want to leave their wife at home.
Yeah.
I want to take you there because you know how to gamble and you're fun to hang out with. You do like to go to bed like at 9 o'clock. That's kind of the weird part. Are you dreading?
But not mad.
Scared the hell out of me.
Sorry, but not mad if you go, I'm going to go gamble some more.
Never.
She's like, yeah, I'm
No.
going to sleep.
No, I always tell Amanda, I say, you're my number one choice. I'm going to tell you, hey, I want to do this. And if you say no, I'm still going to do it. But I'm going to give you the option to go first. Right?
Yes, but not if I say no, you're still going to do it. Like,
No.
you would respect me
I'm
if I was
saying,
like, please don't
no,
go.
I'm asking you if you want to come with me. And if you
Right.
say no, I'm still going to go. But yeah, no. If you say, hey, I'd rather you didn't do that, we're pretty good like that.
Yeah.
You don't ask me to not do anything. I have to tell you, and every once in a while I say this to Amanda. I go, listen, I just want you to know, I know how good I got it. I know I'm lucky. Because sometimes I'd be like, a Pipple toddler, I go, hey, we're playing in Sarasota on Friday, Fort Myers on Saturday. I'm leaving Friday after the show. I'll see you on Sunday. And she's like, okay, have fun. I know that's rare. Because most people would be like, you're not going anywhere. You're not staying in a hotel. You're not doing all this stuff.
Because people are not happy in their own lives.
Yeah.
So they don't want their partners to be happy.
Right. I want you to be happy. Even if that means dating a younger man on the side.
Oh.
A 10.
10.
No.
I'm kidding. Hey, tell them about my awesome run to the mailbox yesterday. I mean, to the stop sign.
I saw a video and I did see his face in the video. So it was him.
Yep.
And it was shaky like somebody was running.
You know,
And then
what are
at
you
the end
saying?
was the
You're
stop sign.
making it sound like there's a fraud in
Like
there.
this-
I'm just
Zapruder film where-
describing it.
How long was the video?
You know what? He fast forwarded.
I can
a
tell
lot.
you. You want me to look up and see what the
Yeah.
length of the video is?
From the end of the driveway to the stop sign at the corner.
I'll just give you the whole a minute and hold on. I think it was a minute 39.
No way.
A minute 13.
That's your time you got to beat, Gio.
It's not a mile.
So you're saying you ran from the driveway to the stop sign in a minute and 13 seconds?
It's right across the street.
I'm just asking. This is what you're saying?
Yes, and I have it on
Okay.
video
All right.
right here.
Is there a
Minute
stop
13.
sign closer that I'm not thinking of?
I don't know. Maybe we're thinking of different stop signs.
No, this one right here.
All right.
That's quick.
A minute 13?
Listen, I do I consider myself a quick guy? No, but since you guys are all saying it, I guess I'm pretty fast.
But I feel like I'm in decent shape.
Yeah.
And it would probably take me longer than that.
How
to
long?
the
A
stop
minute
sign.
15? I'm 6'2". I have long strides.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
I think there must be a different stop sign we're envisioning.
I think you guys are thinking of a different stop sign. You know, there's one right on the corner here outside the cul-de-sac.
Yeah, you go out of your driveway, you got the windy, and then the stop sign.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I was doing a trial run, so I just went straight to the stop sign from my driveway. I didn't go around the circle. I just went straight across.
Yeah, I get that.
All right. I don't know what everybody's so confused by.
It was quick.
No. Just it's a circle.
Yeah.
So instead of running the perimeter circle, I just went. I
Straight.
cut it across the diameter and went
Right.
straight to the stop sign.
Yeah.
In 1 minute and 13 seconds, you touch the stop sign.
So
I didn't
our
touch the stop sign.
our big thing here is who can run further, Gio or Mike.
I'm second guessing my challenge on that. I'm not saying I won't try to
That's
challenge.
not what you said yesterday.
I know, but then I ran yesterday, and after I ran, I was like, maybe I'm not up to where I need to be.
Gio is still in the clouds where he hasn't
Yeah.
ran, and he's still thinking that he can, David
So,
Goggins it out there.
You're saying you're more of a sprinter, not so much a endurance long distance.
He joked, can you get me some cocaine?
Sure.
I'll take a little
Absolutely.
toot before we go out there.
All right, I'll bring it
Well,
tomorrow.
we'll see.
That's the challenge, though. Who can go further? Not
they can
not
take as long as
speed,
they want.
anything. You can take as long as you want,
Yeah.
but you
Who's-
have to.
but you
You,
gotta-
have to jog.
It
You
would-
can't walk.
Who stops first?
Yeah.
I ran
Yeah.
in this neighborhood. It's way further than you think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like Vegas. You think it's right there.
Yeah.
I know
So-
it's long. When Mike would stop before me.
I got halfway to the stop sign. I went, whew, I'm only halfway there. It is pretty far.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that far yesterday when I was talking
So you
about
So
it.
stopped
within-
at like 40 seconds.
Yeah.
No, at 40 seconds, I was like, whew, and then I kept going.
Oh.
Yeah. But look, I don't know, Gio. I'm willing to take the challenge, but I'm not as bold as I was the other day.
All right.
All right? I'm just saying.
I'm unwavering in my initial proclamation.
There's
I have
no-
not seen Gio do any sort of physical. I've never seen him play a sport. I don't know.
I got to tell you,
He could have a goddamn peg leg for all I know, and I have no idea.
he moved pretty quick when there's some scachata out there.
Oh yeah. That's it, right.
Oh man! All right. Well, look, we got a challenge ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
There's only one way to find out how we're gonna do it.
Mike
It's to actually
said
do it.
$2,000.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
now-
1,000 for me, 1,000 from him.
Wow.
Yeah, you know I won't stop.
No, you
I'll
better
keep
bring
going.
a banana and get going.
I stretched yesterday before I went running.
All right, good.
I put
Gotta
my
go.
hoof up on the video game and stretched it out.
This is
All
great.
right, thank you. Pickle juice 10. You say 10, right?
Bye.
Or
See you later, bro.
see, dude.
Later, dude.
What do you have a client? You have a client? Hey, Fox News is here, and Joey asked me why. I said I don't know, something about what you did at school. All right, see you later. Get out of here.
No.
7.
No. Drop it down.
No, she's a good person. She's fun to hang out with.
Minute 13. All right.
Can I tell you the things I hate about her?
Yeah.
Now that she's gone,
Of course.
I hate the fact that she's younger than I am, and she wants to go to bed so early all the time. Like, if I say we made dinner reservations Friday 7:00, 7, like that's what she does. I go, yeah. She goes, why do we eat at 7? I go, I don't know, because we're adults. That's what adults do. What do you want to go eat at 5? And she's like 6:30, 6:00, and I go,
Blue plate, Michael.
yeah, you know.
My wife thanked me. My wife would be like, I'm so tired and this and that. And I go, yeah, because you're up until 2:00 in the morning watching TV and scrolling through Instagram. I go, why don't you try and go into bed when I go to bed?
Yeah.
That's
Because she used to sleep out on the sofa. Like she would fall asleep out there and then I'm so tired, da da da. She, after like 2 weeks of sleeping at a normal time, she was like, this is the best. I go, yeah, this is normal.
Yeah,
This
welcome
is what
to the
normal
real world.
people do.
Yep.
My wife gets so pissed off at me because she'll fall asleep on the couch all the time. And rather than wake her up and say, I'm going to bed, you going to bed too, I just turn the lights off and leave her down there. And then she
Yeah.
wakes up like 2:00 in the morning and everybody's gone.
Yeah, but you never know because then you get sleepy mad wife. Because I did that
Yeah.
the other day. My wife, I go, come on, let's go to bed. And she goes, why are you waiting? What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm trying to get you into bed. I can just throw a blanket on top of your
Yeah.
face. And
You know what the key to a good marriage is? Don't sleep in the same room. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, that'd be great.
Gio, because like this morning, I couldn't get up this morning. I was so tired. My alarm snoozed for a half hour. She's the one. If you wake her up one time, she's up for the day. So now imagine my alarm going off for a half hour while I'm sleeping in the room with her. She would just go crazy.
That'd be great. I can't wait till like my son moves out first and I can like
Move into his
move
room.
into his room and have like my own room.
I, mean, I like sleeping with my wife and my dogs.
I don't
we
even,
all
I don't even
in
sleep
the-
on the same level. I go
Oh,
upstairs.
That sounds great.
And don't get me wrong. If you people are thinking there's no booty time, there is. There's like, I'm going to sneak upstairs. Upstairs, the booty room.
And then he's at it not scram afterwards.
Yeah.
That's right.
Beat it.
Yeah, no, now I got to stretch out, hit
Yeah.
the road, ladies.
This is my room.
Money's on the table.
Take a spray. Come on the way out the door. Huh?
All right, let's take a break. When we come back from break, Martine will be here. We'll do our football picks for the week. We got to help Martine. He's getting his ass kicked. All right, didn't you say he was at the bottom? Oof. Oof.
Ian sent his picks, so
I
we're
was saying,
ready.
do we have Ian's
Yep.
picks? Good.
All
Joe,
right.
you got your picks done?
Yep. Kind of.
I think Sugar face is picking his.
She's not.
Hey,
Yes.
whatever works.
Yeah.
I think Carmin gets it from Chad, so. Because you started doing bad this year, and I was wondering if Chad was making your picks.
Plus, he's a sports guy. He's a,
Yeah. Four
Sure.
sports.
yeah.
4 sportsmen. All right, thank you. I put a funny video up on our Instagram yesterday that I'm sure most of you have seen already. It's worth watching again. Did you see it? The fat woman that jumps off the cliff?
Oh,
yeah.
that never gets old.
She goes to jump off the cliff and has second thoughts, but still falls and bounces the whole way down like a fat pinball. It's awesome. If you want to go check that out and our BAM videos and all the other stuff at the Mike Calta Show on Instagram. I'm still amazed that as many people listen to the show that you're not following us. Go follow us, give us a like, do whatever you have to do. Check that out now. We're at break. Martin is next. This is the Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone. It is 9:08 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Our phone number is 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. It's Thursday, and our friend Martin Gramatica, who is here from Lifeguard Imaging, is in the studio with us to do our football picks this year, and you're terrible at it. I found out you're terrible. It's like you've never even played the game before.
You're the only person worse than you is Spanish, and he hasn't put his picks in.
All I had to do was just kick the ball straight. I didn't need to know anything else.
You didn't pay attention to the rest of the game?
This is how bad it was. There was one game we were playing Seattle, and they had like the biggest, fastest, strongest return guy.
Right.
My coach said Marciano, which made a lot of fun of me a lot because
Yeah.
you know Royals was like 75, and then I was a rookie, so he picked on me the whole time.
Yeah.
He's like, kick off and run straight to the sidelines and get out of the way.
Get out of the way, yeah.
They will kill you. And I'm like, come on, man. He was doing that to like not protect me. He was
Right,
there to like,
right.
make fun of me.
Make
but,
fun of you, yeah.
And I tried. I attempted the tackles, but that's it. That's all I needed to do.
Did you ever get hurt trying to tackle somebody?
I have, yes.
Yeah.
I've dislocated my shoulder. Well, Brian Mitchell from my rookie year broke my nose.
Oh,
So
how did he get to your nose?
Well, I mean,
Oh, you only have the bar.
No, I had the 2 bars, but my rookie year, you know, you can't really ask for the equipment. Like, hey, I need
Yeah.
a better helmet.
Yeah.
They custom made my shoulder pads, which was amazing.
Tiny
So that was exciting. But no, John Madden made fun of my uniform. He said it looks like a Halloween costume on
I
Monday
remember.
night.
Yeah,
And that's because my helmet was just a regular receiver helmet. And they took a jack, like a car jack,
yeah.
to open up the mask.
Stretch it out.
Because I couldn't see. Because as soon as I looked down to look at the ball, the bar would be in my face.
Yeah.
So they opened it up. And I couldn't see. When I look at that, I know exactly when my rookie year is just because of the helmet.
Right,
And
right.
funny.
not only did he get his hand in, the face mask was facing the other side, so the helmet kind of broke my nose.
Oh,
So I
wow.
come out with blood, and everybody's just laughing. But luckily, he didn't score. Oh, no, actually, I'm sorry. That was my own. He did score. He did score.
You like everybody was laughing. That's awful.
Did you wear a cup when you kicked?
No.
I was going to say that would be cumbersome. That would be getting away and stuff. But then you got to make sure nobody.
I just
Hit
taped
you
it
in
to
the
the
ding
side
ding.
of my leg.
Tied it down.
That was Michael Houston. From what I heard. From what I heard.
Well, you saw. You were there.
No, I didn't play with him. He left before I got
Oh,
here.
really? That's
So I
true.
heard the
Yeah,
story. So I'm like, man, I'm yeah.
He
heard
left,
that-
but
heard
his
that
thing
too.
was still there.
Martin Gramatica is here now. Martin, we do football picks with you. We save people's lives at Lifeguard Imaging. We do a lot, and as you can see, the camera from Fox 13 is here. And we lied to you a little bit. They're not here because of our breast cancer awareness shirt that we have. Today, officially, on the 19th day of October, Thursday, this show, the Mike Calta Show, on behalf of the Tampa Bay area and fans everywhere, are officially launching our campaign, Get Martin into the Ring of Honor. I'm telling you how. I've been working on this all week. We've been doing it all season long. We've been thinking about it. There is a website now. It's called Get Martin In.
You're kidding. You're
No.
joking.
It's www.getmartin, MARTIN, in, and it's a full website with a petition on there that people can click on and sign. It's 100% free. There's no money to go to it. It has a little bit of background about you and your family. And as I was putting this together, it even hit me more why this should be a no-brainer. Martin has a problem, and that problem is that in the rank of football players, there's quarterback, there's defense, there's wide receivers, there's running backs. Kicker is at the bottom of that list. And that's the truth for most teams. But what we remember is during our Super Bowl run and during those years that we had bad quarterbacks, mediocre quarterbacks, the guy that was scoring all the points was Martin Gramatica. And I don't know if you'll ever get that recognition that you deserve, but we're certainly going to try, and we're going to ask Tampa Bay to help us out. The website is getmartinin.com. But this is the other thing, Martin, is that in addition to being a great football player, which you absolutely were, you were probably one of the best to ever do it. You did so much for this team, scoring the points, and also live here, remain in the community, not only with the lifeguard imaging where you're saving people's lives every day, but coaching the strikers. You and your brothers doing the Gramatica Family Foundation. We're honored to have you here and staying here and being a part of the community. We love having you on the show. You're such a fun guy to hang out with. We would love to see this happen, and I think that Tampa Bay feels the way we do. How many kicker jerseys do you see at a game? I see 7 jerseys all the time.
Yeah.
If you go to the website getmartinin.com, there is a sign here right there on the front page. You click on it, it brings you over to a petition. Sign your name on it. Just show your appreciation for Martin and do it. We have absolutely nothing to gain out of this for ourselves and the fact that we want to see you get the recognition that you deserve.
Man, I'm speechless right now. I appreciate it because I know you guys have been talking about it,
Yeah.
and we joked around with it. But for you guys to do it, go this far,
Oh, no.
I couldn't thank you enough because it'd be an honor, obviously. But with the amount of great players that I played with, Hall of Famers that I play with, I just don't feel like it should be in it because of the Hall of Famers and the players that I play in the locker room that we had, you know. But man, for you guys to go this far, I couldn't thank you enough. I mean, you guys are awesome. I've known you for almost over 20 years,
Yeah.
Mike, and you guys are special, and I love the show. I was a fan of the show before even coming on the show. So, man,
we're great.
I'm
We're great.
speechless.
There's no doubt about it.
I know that.
We should be.
But you're super humble, and you're never going to be the one that come out and say, I should be in the Ring of Honor. And you're right. You are in there among the guys who aren't in there, among the Simeon Rice and the Brad Johnson and the Warwick Dunn and all these people who played even in the crappy years but were good players. But the truth is that when we needed you to score, you scored. And in fact, I'm going to let you listen to this promo that we made and let Derek Brooks explain it the best. Here we go, Carmen. Hit it. I think that's great.
Man.
I mean, you just heard 2 of your Hall of Famers, Warren Sapp, say you were the best kicker ever, and Derek Brooks pretty much say the only reason that you scored points is because you were doing it. So I think you absolutely deserve it. I think the Glazers need to hear it from the people of Tampa Bay. I don't think the Glazers are like, no, we're not letting Martinez.
Right.
They're not being the bad guys.
Right.
But it's like you said, they got a big roster to choose from.
No, I mean with that video, I just saw that video, Warren, not too long ago. My son found it. I guess my son Googles me still. I don't know why. But, and he sent it to me. But to hear, and the reason I went to the Pro Bowl, I don't know if I ever told this story, was Warren, because my rookie year, I felt like I got robbed because I made more field goals, and the kicker that went missed an extra point. I didn't.
Right.
But as a rookie, it's hard to get for them to vote you in.
Yeah.
So my second year, Warren, I had a really good year. But Warren said, if they don't take my kicker, I'm not going.
Yeah.
So I'll always be thankful because we always talk about how Warren, when he's on your side, he's the best.
Yes.
Even to this day, we're friends. We talk all the time. But then when Derek mentioned me in the Hall of Fame, I was like, man, I couldn't believe it. I thought, when you think you're dreaming or like, there's no way a Hall of Fame linebacker is going to remember his kicker.
Yeah.
And for him to take the time to put it on, and I tell him that all the time, and that I feel like I'm in the Hall of Fame because of the guys that are in the Hall of Fame because they always are thankful for the team that we had. So I mean, what you guys are doing is awesome. I'm like speechless right now. I feel it's weird because I didn't expect it, but I appreciate it.
The
we did.
stats don't lie though, man. You look at the numbers. The numbers are there. You can't argue that as far as an impact on that franchise through all the years, not just the years you were there.
I can't fight the NFL. If I did, I would explain to them that Mike Allstott's the greatest fullback to ever play this game, and that he should be in the Hall of Fame. And as far as the, I don't know what they do with kickers. I don't know how a kicker gets in the Hall of Fame or not. It's so hard to get in there. But the Ring of Honor is locally for us to really show respect for the guys who got us there, and you are one of those guys. And I hate to sit here and be so ass kissy, but the truth is that you deserve it, and I think that it should be brought up. And if you agree, and if you've watched Martin play and you love Martin, you can simply go to getmartinin.com, which for you white people is getmartinin.com. And there's a little logo, the Galvin MART, and then a big IN.
Oh, nice.
So getmartinin.com, and you can click on it. It's 100% free. We have nothing to gain out of it. We're not selling information or clicks or anything. It's just for us to show our appreciation and try to do what we can to kickstart that campaign. And hopefully, I don't know how often they do it. I know they didn't do one this year, right?
I think they honored Rondé instead for Hall of Fame. They didn't do one this year, so probably next year, I guess, bring it back.
So, and they got room.
What's crazy, Mike, today is like Throwback Thursday, so I was getting cleats out for my son.
I saw that. We talked about it earlier. Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, what are the odds of you guys bringing this up 20 years later, or actually, 23 years later? Most of them are dry rotted, but the ones that still work, he's using them now. So it's like,
really,
it's crazy that I just pulled them on. I said, man, I'm gonna just post these today because I wish I could still wear them.
Yeah.
But now my son's wearing them. But it was like, I don't know, man. I'm still speechless. I appreciate what you guys are doing, but it would be an honor. Yeah. Obviously, to be in that Ring of Honor with all these great Hall of Fame, great players, period, because some aren't in the Hall of Fame yet, but they should be.
Sure.
But, man, I would be
and
honored.
nobody, you're never going to be the guy. Nobody on the team is ever going to be like, I should be in the Ring of Honor. Nobody's ever going to say it, even if they feel that way. So sometimes you need somebody else to be that advocate and say, look, this is a guy who we remember those days. We remember when, and Trent Dilfer and Brad Johnson. Brad Johnson got us in we won a Super Bowl. He's not a bad quarterback, but there were just times where the defense is what was winning us the games, and your points were what was putting us over. So I hope it happens. We're going to do our part to put it out there, and at least at the end of the day, even if it doesn't, at least you'll get to see the hundreds of thousands of people that end up signing this petition as and man, if this thing dies, we only got like 13 signatures in a couple months. It'll be really embarrassing.
Just let me know. I'll vote 100 times myself.
I'm positive. So again, the website is getmartinin.com. And just to tell you, the reason why Fox 13 is here is because I just casually mentioned it to Charlie. Charlie Belcher is a mutual friend of ours, and we always talk about how Charlie said, I heard you say that one day. He should do that. They should put him in. And I go, I agree. So then when I got this idea, I text Charlie and I said, hey, I'm going to tell Martin on Thursday. We got a website and everything you can go check out. And he said, I'm going to mention it to the editors and see if they want to do something. They immediately sent somebody over here today. Awesome. So that just goes to show you how important you are to the community.
Well, I'm on social media, and people are already signing and sharing and saying, yes, we definitely need to get him in there.
Well, I'll tell you, there was only one today. I was the only one who did it. Well, I did it before. I didn't tell anybody about it except for these guys. I showed it to my wife, but I said, don't sign anything yet. I don't want anything to be done until we officially announce it. So the station also 100% behind it, and they're going to be running that promo that you'll hear throughout the day. So we'll get it going.
Would you like to know how many are signed already?
Sure. Refresh and let me know.
I'll refresh right now.
3.
No.
We've doubled the
Your wife signed, your son signed.
184 already.
In the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So there's already 184.
I always say Buck fans are amazing. I've been here, obviously I never left, and I played on other teams, and I enjoyed playing.
Yeah.
But this is my home. And I don't know if you saw the book or read a little bit of the book.
Yeah.
The Bucks changed my life, and the Glacier family changed my life. And I'm always going to be thankful for it. And I'm so happy that I can now do the Bucks games in Spanish for the team.
Right.
It's still the team that I love. I'm working, and then I covered the second Super Bowl as a commentator. So I got a chance to be in both, in one way or the other. So
that's the other thing. You're still part of the organization. You're still doing more for the Buccaneer community, the Tampa Bay community. So I think it's great. Do you tell me about the book? I got the book right right here. I keep the book right next to me. My name's in it.
Right.
And when people come in here and question about my validity and everything, I go, I'm in Martine's book, and I open it
I
up.
remember. I
and show
didn't want to. I don't want to be like Bert.
Oh, man.
I don't want to big time you, Mike.
Bert was with Steve-O yesterday, and Bert goes, "You and Steve-O have matching tattoos." I go, "Yeah, because he answers my phone calls. We get along." Yeah, I've been mentioned in a lot of books. Some not always as good as others, but it still made it in. I'm very proud of this one. So.
Thank you.
All right, listen, Martin is here, and although he's a great kicker and a great guy, terrible football picks. We'll do those football picks when we come back. It's a Mike Calta show. This is 102.5 The Bone. $9:32 on the Mike Calta show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Maybe Martin will be a good replacement for Spanish.
Yeah.
We don't, Spanish is in jail. I don't know if you heard.
The
That's
seat's the
urban.
same height.
Yeah, exactly.
Through the mic or anything.
Yesterday we did under oath, where people get to call in and ask us questions. We have to answer it honestly, and people think Spanish is in jail because we tried to call him and he was early in the morning. He was sleeping. And they're like, "Oh, he's not even coming on the air." So now I'm just going with it. Yeah, he's doing 3 months, but he'll be out in 3 months. He'll be okay.
He'll be fine.
Reckless driving, and then he punched Karishma. I probably shouldn't say that.
Oh, no.
That was a joke. No, because I don't know if it's true or not. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm 100% kidding. All right. Matter of fact, Carmen, we should try to call him before the show's over. Yeah. But we right now, though, it's time for us to do football picks. NFL Week 7. Carmen, do you want to go over the standings just so Martin could hear it and know where he stands?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
You guys have been too nice, so now you got to bring me down to reality.
Yeah, really. Get in your ring of honor. Certainly not for football picks. Woo!
Yikes.
You're only beating the guy who's been off for 3 weeks.
Hey, that's what he gets for going to jail.
Right. Perpetuate, yes. Le champion. Le champion.
So, by the way, we're going to have Get Martin and Get Spanish Out.
Yeah. That launches tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, let's start NFL Week 7. We've got our first game coming up is the Jaguars at the Saints. I start with you, Joe.
I'm going to go with the Jaguars.
Martin.
I want the Saints to lose, but I think they're going to win.
Carmen. Gio.
I'll take the Jaguars, and Ian and taking the Jaguars.
I, too, will take the Jaguars. Galvin.
Jaguars.
There you go. Wow. All right, the Raiders at the Bears. Gio.
I will take the Raiders. Ian Beckles takes the Raiders.
Martin.
Raiders.
Galvin.
Bears, you had a good run. His Raiders are going to win.
I don't even think it was a run. It was one game.
Yeah,
I also
I know.
say the Raiders. Pap.
Raiders.
Carmen. Oh, the upset.
All right.
All right. If they're going to do it, they can do it against the Raiders. Martin, the Browns at the Colts.
I'm going to go with the Colts.
Gio.
I'm going to take the Colts. Ian's taking Cleveland.
Carmen. Galvin.
I'm going Browns.
Pep.
I'm going Colts.
I'm going Browns, too. The Commanders at the awful New York Giants. Galvin.
Commanders.
Yeah, I take the Commanders, too. Pep.
Commanders.
Martin.
Commanders.
Carmen. Ian.
Ian's taking the Giants.
What?
I'm taking Commanders.
Yeah. The Lions at the Ravens, my favorite team. I will take the Lions. What's your name? Galvin.
The Ravens coming back from London. I'm going Lions.
Martin.
Lions.
Pep.
Lions.
Gio.
I'm taking Lions. Ian taking Baltimore.
Carmen? It is your year, isn't it? The Bills at the Patriots. Pap.
Patriots.
I take the Bills. Martine?
Bills.
Ian?
He's taking Buffalo.
Gio?
Buffalo.
Galvin?
Bills.
Carmen? The Cardinals at the Seahawks. Carmen. They're both birds. You can't do that. Martine?
Seahawks.
I will take the Seahawks too. Gio?
Ian taking Seahawks. I'm taking Seahawks.
And Galvin?
Seahawks.
Pap.
Seahawks.
The Pittsburgh Steelers at the Rams. Steelers not playing great. Galvin?
Steelers number 1 in the division. Steelers. They are.
All
That
right.
just said they're not playing great. Martine?
I'm going to have to go with the Rams.
Carmen? Gio?
I'm taking Rams. Ian is taking Steelers.
Pap.
Steelers.
I too will take the Rams. Sorry.
No, that's all right.
The Chargers at the Kansas City Chiefs. I will take the Chargers. Galvin.
Yeah, I'm going Chargers as well.
Carmen. Gio.
I'm taking definitely Chargers. Ian taking Chargers.
Wow. And Pap.
Chargers.
And Martine.
I think Taylor Swift is going to jinx them. I'm going Chargers.
The T
Sorry,
swizzle.
Frankie.
Yeah.
T swizzle jinx.
It's over for the Chiefs.
Frankie's gonna lose his mind.
Kansas City Swifts.
Oof. The Packers at the Broncos. Gio.
I'm taking Packers. Ian's taking Packers.
Martine.
Packers.
Galvin.
Packers.
Pap.
Packers.
Carmen. I'm taking the Broncos.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't laugh at me. God damn it.
I'm so good at pigs, right? I should be laughing.
Did you see the meme? Who they think they thought they were getting, and they had Sean Payton, and then they had Kevin James.
Oh,
Who they were really getting.
Who is gonna? This is gonna be the good game. This is the
Yeah.
Dolphins at the Eagles. Galvin,
I'm going Eagles at home.
are you? Martine.
I'm going to go Dolphins.
They're saying 2 is the MVP right now. Gio.
Ian is taking the Eagles. I'm taking the Dolphins.
Ian played for the Eagles.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Dolphins too. Carmen. Pap.
Dolphins.
Good. There's a split there. All right. The 49ers at the Vikings. Gio.
49ers, and Ian's taking 49ers.
I will take the 49ers. Carmen. Martine.
49ers.
Galvin.
49ers.
Pap.
Niners.
All right. And the last one, of course, the division rival Atlanta Falcons coming into town to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We start with you, future Ring of Honor member Martin Gramatica.
I'm going Bucks.
There you go. Gio?
Screw Atlanta, always. I'm taking the Bucks.
Yep.
Ian taking the Falcons.
Shut up. Are you
State-
serious?
That's what it says.
In the beginning of the season, he said the Bucs should be able to easily beat the Falcons.
That's he is taking
What
the
a
Falcons.
terrible. I'm taking the Buccaneers. Pap.
Falcons.
Carmen. Galvin.
I'm going Buccaneers.
Yeah. So Pap and Ian are the bad ones.
We're back to bacon this week.
All right.
All right.
Good. Yeah.
Tampa
Yeah.
Baker.
Right.
Listen, you want a quarterback who is a captain of the team to, after a loss, get on there and say, "We sucked. I sucked,
Yeah.
and it's got to get better." Not a guy that's like, "Well, we just need to do that." He said, "I sucked, and we need to do better." That's it. And I believe in Baker. I will feel the bake, and we will win this game next week. There you go. For those of you who just joined us, we launched a huge campaign today, and I say us and we because it's me and this show and the Bone. We are getting behind the petition to get Martine into the Ring of Honor. It is a fan suggestion to the Glazier family. And if you go to getmartinin.com, get MartinIN, get Martine in. I will tell you that Google will change that to Get Martinis, which is not a bad idea, but it's got to take a little paying attention to. Getmartinin.com. There is a petition right there on the front page. All you have to do is click on it. You can sign it, and it takes 2 seconds. And we will get our man, Martin Gramatica, hopefully into the Ring of Honor to get the recognition that he deserves. Just taking a quick look.
I have the update.
What do we have, Galvin?
574.
Right.
574 people in the last 15 minutes. That is in the least listened to hour of our show before it has hit social media. So
Is that why you invite me in?
Yeah, we don't want you to screw up. Nobody comes in between 7 and 9. That's no. I think this is really. I'm honored to be a part of doing this, and I really hope that this works out the way we want it to, and that the people of Tampa Bay at least get to say their word. You know what I mean?
Well, I appreciate it. I know you said you had a surprise last week, and I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah,
I was kind of
man,
worried.
were you like,
you guys,
I'm going to get a gift? And
no,
you're gonna get-
with you guys, I'm always worried. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Tattoo artist
right.
here,
This
I
is
didn't know what to expect.
This
but
is
no,
a girl with a young son who believes he might be yours.
There was a kid that looked just like me. I don't know if I told that story. They put him in the jumbotron.
Oh, really?
And all the guys were like, "Come on, that's your kid." I go, he's almost my age. There's no way. There's no way.
How much do the players pay attention to the jumbotron and all that other stuff?
This was so bad because he looked identical.
Really?
I'm gonna find a picture because I just ran into a guy actually at Derek Brooks' golf tournament that was buddies with the kid.
Oh, he
and
really
and he
good?
sent me the photo. I want to show you guys, but it's crazy. He looks more like me than my own kids, and I was worried. I'm like, man,
Your
I'm
own
gonna-
kids do not look like you.
No,
They're all
thank
your
God.
life.
I'm glad, right?
That's I always say. I look at my son and I go, I look at you and I don't see 1 ounce of me in you, and you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
for that.
That's right.
All right. Well, listen, Martin is also here to talk about lifeguard imaging. You know, lifeguard imaging could spot cancer. It could tell you if you are in the disaster area for heart disease. There are things that your body isn't telling you or you're not picking up on that lifeguard imaging will see. And it's been great how we've saved people's lives. I say we like I'm a part of it now. But seriously, I've had people come up and thank me for turning them on to it, whether it had to do with their parents or with them or with somebody. People getting diagnosed early. It's great. It's great that we have lifeguard imaging and we have it here in Tampa. And our listeners get to go and get scanned and get peace of mind just simply by laying there for 10 minutes.
How much peace of mind did you have running to the stop sign knowing your heart's fine?
A lot.
See?
You want to know what's so funny is that I know you're trying to make a little bit of a joke, but the truth is that before somebody goes and works out, they're like, should I do this? Am I going to induce a heart attack if I'm not in good shape? Like, you really want to know. You want to get a clearance that you're okay.
But you know what's funny? Like my first week at lifeguard, I saw the fittest 65-year-old man I've ever seen. I mean, this guy was a triathlete.
Yeah.
Cycled 25 miles a day. He looked amazing. I said, I want to look like this guy when I'm 65. And he had a 4,000 score.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I mean, the guy was a ticking time bomb, but it was a triathlete. So you can't judge, because I was judging early on. I was like, they look good, they'll be fine. You just never know until you look inside. And that's what I tell. A lot of my friends were telling me, no, I feel good. Why would I go do it?
Because it's what you don't feel that you want to know.
Right. You want to come in when you feel fine before you start to get the symptom. But it's true, though. The peace of mind that you get if everything's fine is priceless.
Martin, you're an athlete. You've been around athletes. Do you feel that Mike could run to the stop sign in 1 minute and 13 seconds?
I timed it with my car today, so I feel like, we'd like to see it, but I think so. The description of Amanda, it was kind of like I had that visual.
He claims it's already happened, and that's the time
I
you set.
have it on video. I have it on video. I don't know
I
what
have
more.
to be nice to my guy. He runs his campaign. Well, I mean, you guys want me to hate on the guy that just... He wants to put me in the Ring of Honor. You want me to hate on it?
We're talking about the facts
I
of the
think you could
case
have done
here.
it under a minute, Mike. Come on.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you. Thank you. Maybe in my marathon one day we'll be able to see. We will find that out, Gio, for sure. But in the meantime, I will tell you that I did go get scanned, and I did not have a great scan. I had a 2,500 score.
700. 2,700.
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
just want to make sure you...
Is that what it was?
Well,
2,700?
You're due for your scan
Right,
soon in about
right.
a month, right?
Stats
I
don't lie.
I'm in the
Mike
bad
in the
scan.
hospital.
Get him in the Ring of Honor for lifeguard imaging.
He's in the Wall of Fame. Hard score.
I was out to eat with Sap, and I said, you got scanned? I said, what was your score? And he had like a low score. And I go, oh, mine was a little higher. And he goes, oh, over 2,000. That was high. I go, how do you know? He's like, I know. I'm like, man. But I'll tell you, it makes you pay attention. If I didn't get that, I wouldn't have gone to the cardiologist when I did. I wouldn't have a relationship with my cardiologist now where we go for constant checkups, and I wouldn't be working so hard to get it down. So it's the truth. I hear people who are like, I just want to die in my sleep. I don't. I want to live forever. So whatever I can do to extend that, I'm going to do. And lifeguardimaging.com can certainly help that out. Do we want to talk about the other thing that we did?
Should we? Let me see if they text me that if he was
Okay,
listening. Let me see. If he was listening, we can talk about it.
Yeah. We'll tell you in a second, Carmen.
yeah.
Stand by.
I text you about it, Carmen.
Not yet. We want to wait. You want to hold off?
Well, he wasn't. He had a patient. And so he
Ah.
wasn't, so.
Boo.
Frankie at Lifeguard Imaging is a huge Kansas City fan. Like before they won the Super Bowl fan, and he gets mad all the time when we pick. So we all picked against Kansas City today, even though we all know that they're going to win.
Yes.
So we
Everybody
Everybody
all
took the
want
Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm
we
taking
all
the
want the
Chiefs.
Chiefs. Yeah.
Ian
just-
also Chiefs.
Yeah, can you imagine all the people listening at home are like, "What?
These guys
what do
are
they know?"
idiots.
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna have him listen to the replay.
Okay.
So
All
yeah,
right.
then we'll record that. We'll
that's
record
fine. That works.
Leave it. Take this part out.
Right.
I want to remind everybody if you want to help get Martine into the Ring of Honor, all you need to do is go to the website getmartinein.com. Getmartinein.com. You can go over there and share it. Put it on your social media. Put it on your Facebook. Put it on your Instagram. Tell your friends about it. Make little videos. Do whatever you kids do and spread the word out. And then I can walk in there with 1 million people on the petition. The Glazers tell you, okay, cool, now get out. But I mean, this is just a message so we could say, hey, these are the fans speaking. We wanted to let you know about it and send it over to them. And then what they do on top of that is up to them. Because I believe they're the sole deciders. I mean, is that how that works?
I'm not sure how that works,
Well-
but I'm assuming. I mean, they own the team,
right.
obviously.
I don't know either, but I think that sometimes when you're at that level, you're out of touch with what the fans feel. And I don't mean that as an insult. I mean, I don't know what all the listeners to our show think, but I like the fact social media has given us that opportunity to communicate with them and hear from them. I don't know that the Glazers are spending time on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they're doing.
Right
So
on.
if we can just send this message over there, I think it's a little bit of a help.
Currently at 677.
Nice.
677
Fantastic.
people have signed it. What, by the way, also a lot of people writing a lot of very nice stuff because you can sign the petition, but you can also write something. A lot of people who are not necessarily fans of the Buccaneers are fans of
awesome.
yours.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
That's good.
Even people who said you kick field goals against their team, and they were mad because they knew you were going to make it.
Can we let
great.
him know that I didn't hurt my knee on the website? It wasn't me that.
Oh, that was your brother?
Uh,
That's so funny because that is all over your Wikipedia page.
Right, no, everywhere in the country, they think it's me. Besides Tampa, obviously.
Yeah.
but,
Well, who's to think that there's not only a Gramatica that rhymes with Automatica, but there's 2 of you.
Right.
Wait a second, there's 3 of you.
Yeah.
You know, it's cravy. Martine, thank you. LifeguardImaging.com. Thank you. Who else? We thank anybody. Thanks Charlie Belcher for having our friends from Fox 13 come over here, which I think it's going to air on the news here in a couple of minutes.
maybe they
That's
can
awesome.
stick around and film our run.
Oh, we're not doing it today. We're not-
They're
did we say we're gonna do it
here.
today?
Why not? Take advantage.
You got a real video guy.
We
here.
got a video guy. We got a video
The
guy.
video guy just said you got a real video
Yeah, you
guy
got
there.
a real video guy out
Yeah.
there.
Joe, don't let him tuck you into this,
All
Joe.
right, sorry.
Minute
Yeah.
13.
You're not going to bring me down today, Gio. Not
Check
gonna
us out on Instagram at the Mike Calta Show. And what do we have coming up? I feel like I should be promoting something, and I don't. No, nothing this week. No Gong Show tonight or last night. No, that's not coming. That's coming up.
You got the Lightning tonight.
Lightning tonight. You can hear it on this very radio station.
Oh, we never called Spanish.
Well, he's jail. You
Yeah,
only can call
that's
between
true.
certain hours.
Yeah.
He gets one call. He can call it.
Right. Tell him to call collect, and we'll talk to him.
Donate to his commissary account.
Have a great day. We will see you guys tomorrow. GetMartinein.com. Goodbye.
Thank you, guys.